Jersey possession. Marbury to Steven Jackson. Jackson 13. Nets up by 18. Still third quarter. The Nets are now up by 29 as Marbury goes coast to coast. He had 41 points in the ball game and didn't play at all in the fourth quarter. Nets win it big, 126.
Phoenix down 80. It's tied actually 82 all. And Sean Marion on a great pass on the baseline with 2 seconds left ruins Pat Riley's night. The Suns over the Heat, 84.
Mike Bibby bringing it up. Stromile Swift, the rookie, has some ability. He had 14 points in the game. Grizzlies, 37 points in the second quarter. Tim Duncan always could do the finger roll. Duncan, 20 points in the ball game. Duncan also playing some defense. Othello Harrington down low. Duncan, the rejection. Fourth quarter, Spurs up by 2. Antonio Daniels for 3. Got it. Spurs win it. 91.
7-0 with the Celts in town. Early first quarter, Antoine Walker. That's a 3-ball. Celts on a 7-0 run to start the game. Sixers counter. Iverson. Theo Ratliff throwing one down. Sixers down 3. Still in the first. Paul Pierce right over Ratliff. Celts up 7 after 1 in the second quarter. Boston turning up the Heat defensively. Tony Batiste for the block. Then Batiste tells Todd McCullough, how dare you. Still in the second. Walker, the strip of Kukoc. And then Chris Herron. They head for the layup. Celts go up 9. Paul Pierce. Offensive force. Nice up and under off glass. Then off the drive, pull up. Yeah. He had 11. Celts by 5 at the break. In the third, Walker leading the charge. Top of the key, fakes the pass, and then drills the 3-ball. And it's Walker driving baseline and the layup. Celts by as many as 11. But back come the Sixers. Eric Snow. Eric Snow is becoming an offensive force into the lane. Beautiful move. Cuts the lead to 6. Then Philly getting it done with D. McKee the steal. Iverson. Uncontested finger roll. Sixers down just 1. Fourth quarter, Sixers starting to pull away. Shot clock winding down. McKee gives Philly its first lead, 60-59. Then it's Iverson the steal and the slammy at 17. Sixers by 4, but the Celtics won't die. Check this out. Paul Pierce, hoop and the foul. 3-pointer pulls him to within 2, then misses the free throw on purpose, and we've got controversy. Hacked down low. No call. They call it jump ball instead. So 1.3 seconds to go now. And Rick Pitino is incensed. He wanted the call. He didn't get it, and he didn't get Kidd and the Suns on Saturday. First quarter, Kidd into the lane, and oh, that's pretty. More Kidd. It's a shot blocked, but get him, keep it alive, and the putback. Kidd 7 points in the first quarter. Later in the first, Kidd off to Sean Marion. Suns by 11 after 1 quarter. Second quarter, it's Cliff Robinson's time to shine. Into the lane, little pull up, and then the dunk. More Robinson working the baseline and working it well. 15 points in the first half for him. 7 seconds to go in the half now. Kidd, Marion, oh yeah. Suns by 11 at the break. Third quarter, though, Miami heating up. Bruce Bowen wide open, and he's going to hit that. Heat within 5. It's Brian Grant. Long outlet to a wide open Mason. More Mason now through the lane and the layup. Heat running again. This time it's Hardaway. Floater off glass. Now time winding down in the third. Hardaway, the long 3 from the logo. Heat outscoring the Suns 31-16 in the third. Now in the fourth, 1-point game. Suns on the run. Tony Delk, the layup in transition. 10 points in the fourth for him. Tied at 82. Time winding down. Marion, the layup. Suns by 2. Riley wants the TO. Now Heat, last chance. It's good if it goes. No. Hardaway misses it. And it's Marcus Camby doing some damage early. Those are the warm-ups, but he did some damage after the warm-ups as well. Glenn Rice, Camby. Then it's Charlie Ward driving. No, Camby, yeah. And then Camby. Another tip in on the offensive glass. 9 points, 13 boards, Knicks by 8 early. Baron Davis trying to keep Charlotte close. Just crossover. Then it's David Wesley with the steal. Davis, the layup. And it's Davis. Fadeaway over couple nicks there. Ties at 35. He had 15. Second half, though, Larry Johnson. It's the outlet from Rice and lays it in. And look at Johnson just working over Derek Coleman and backs him up. A couple nice moves in the fadeaway. It's tough to stop. He had 15. And Johnson to pull up. Knicks up by 5. Charlotte having some trouble in the third. Jamal Mashburn from outside, and Mash did have 18, though. Derek Coleman then from deep. And Davis on the drive. No. Hornets 1 of 16 field goals in the quarter. Paul Silas says, no, guys, in the hoop. Fourth quarter, Wesley on the drive. No. Eddie Robinson, the follow, ends an 0 for 15 drought. They're still down 14, though. At end of the game, Mashburn trying to make something happen. And Silas is bumming. It's one of those nights in a big way. 1 and 4 coming into this one. There's Ewing. Second quarter, Sonics down by 6. Ewing working on Jim McElvain. And nice little move there. Finished with 13 points and 5 rebounds. Still second quarter, Stephon Marbury heating up. He had a huge game in this one. Marbury, coast to coast, and that's pretty. Nets up by 7. Second quarter, they're up 11. Gary Payton turns it over. Marbury, Kendall Gill. Yeah, Gill had 22. Less than a minute go in the second quarter. Marbury right around Desmond Mason, and he lays it in. And that's by 12 at the break. Third quarter, Marbury just taking over. Gill, the strip of Ewing, and then it's Marbury. Right through the lane. Oh, yeah. Nets up by 15. Marbury 17 of 26 from the field. Then off the strong outlet from Evan Eschmeyer. It's Marbury with the left hand. Marbury is pumped. Nets up by 18. Next Nets possession. Marbury to Steven Jackson. The rookie out of Butler Community College in Kansas. He had 13. Nets up by 18. Still third quarter. Marbury. Number 3 Sonics. Marbury had 41. He didn't play in the fourth quarter. Just 29 minutes of action for him. Nets cruise 126 to nothing.
Found the uniform because I'm so used to seeing them playing in New York uniform, but playing against them and winning was probably the best thing. You know, I love beating Aceto.
Talking about Marbury and those 30-plus pressures. Good matchup. Second quarter, Portland up by 8. Moochie Norris loses it. Scottie Pippen. It's a nice bounce pass from Damon Stoudemire. Blazers by 10. Late in the second, Blazers up 7 off the miss. Portland in transition, and Stoudemire. Nice move to the baseline in the reverse. 50-41 Portland to the third now, and this was Steve Smith time. Smith out top, and more Smith with the jumper, and then it's Smith with another 3-ball. Season high 25 for him. Blazers up 21 at the end of the third. Seemed like a good matchup at front. Seen single coverage since the first game. Pistons at Indiana. First quarter tied at 16. Sam Perkins working out top. Jermaine O'Neal flashing into the lane. He throws one down. 18-16 Indy. Next play, Stackhouse with a nice jam. That ties at 18. But then look at O'Neal. Oh, my goodness. Pacers up 20-18, 20 points, 15 boards for him. We go to the second. The Pistons picking up the D. Indiana up 3. Michael Curry with the steal. Mateen Cleaves. Last time this guy played in Indy, it was the NCAA title game. Gets a nifty layup there. Pacers up by 1. Later, it's a 1-point Pacers lead still. Stackhouse, the layup. He had 17. Now Detroit's up 1. But the Pistons let up a little bit. Travis Best gets the layup. And then it's Best into the lane, and nice move with the left hand. He finished with 19. We're tied at 45 to the third. Billy Owens hoping the foul. 52-51 Indy, and then it is Owens again. 10 points for him. Pistons by 2. Pacers turn it on in the fourth, though, and who else? Reggie Miller working around a couple screens and nails one out of the corner. 82-78 Detroit at this point. Miller, the long J, that cuts it to 1. We have a theme developing. Miller, another jumper again, working off the screens beautifully. Indy by 3. It was all Miller all the time. Another 3-ball, 89-82 Indy. Pistons started the fourth with a 9-0 run, but Reggie, it might be time to invest in some new shoes. Third period, Wizards up by 2. Off the strip, Rod Strickland in transition to Juwan Howard. He throws it down. Wizards outscore the Cavs 23-6 in the third. They led it by 4 after 3. Fourth period, though, Cavs up 2. Tractor trailer. Nice little turnaround. Cavs up by 4. Late in the fourth, they're up 10. Zydrunas Ilgauskas the block. Andre Miller to trailer. Look out below. As Cleveland bounces back from Friday night's loss, 86-73 the final. Third quarter, Bulls up by 1. Brand working down low. Rejected by Antonio Davis, Mark Jackson, Corliss Williamson. Raptors take the 1-point lead. Still in the first, they're up by 4. Carter. That's nice. Raptors go up by 6. Carter, 26.6 assists, and his average actually went down. Fourth quarter, Raptors up 18. Mark Jackson throws it up, gets it back, puts it in, and Tim Floyd assumes the position. Phillips starting at the point for the injured Terrell Brandon. Nice moment early. Sam Cassell to Joel Prisbilla, the former Gopher. And those his first NBA points, and you can tell the kids you saw them on NBA tonight. Second quarter, Bucks on the break. Sam Cassell, Tim Thomas who finishes. Bucks up by 7. Later, same quarter, again it's Cassell. This time on the alley-oop to the big dog. Glenn Robinson, 15 points, 9 assists for Cassell. As for Ray Allen, huge night. Off glass, he would finish with 40. Fourth quarter, T-Wolves up 1. Nice ball movement, and Anthony Peeler gets open and drills it, nailing the 3. Next time down, Chauncey Billups. It's a guy who has not shot well in his career, but he's been shooting well this year. T-Wolves up by 7. Billups, 31 points. Less than 2 minutes left. Garnett in the lane. He finished with 22. And the T-Wolves finished with a 103-92.
Offending gays.
Come at me with faggot tendencies, you be sleeping with a maggot beat.
And denigrating women.
Everybody stay fly, get money, killing bitches. I'm hitting anything in plain view for my riches.
Allen, as much as I defended the fact that he has the right to make these lyrics, he had to know that there was going to be a reaction. I mean,
you don't need, if it's not going to kill you to leave here and not have any hear any comments about my album. It's not going to kill you. I know you need the negative. I know you need the negativity to sell your papers and for people to look at.
I don't think it's negative. I think we're just trying to get the other side. A lot of people.
Payback time Sunday night. Second quarter, Lakers down 2, not any longer. Shaq from Rick Fox.
Fourth quarter, Rockets creep to within 6. Steve Francis makes the steal, and then some degree of difficulty points. Can't get the dunk to go down. Under 2 minutes left, Lakers by 4. Kobe put on a clinic. Kobe with a season-high 37. Houston drops to 0-4 on the road. Lakers snap their 2-game skid, avoiding going under 5.
For Chris Webber at the foul line, no. Rebound by Lottie D-Dubs, who finds Webber trailing. Kings up 5 after 1. Second period, Webber in transition, always exciting. Kings always sharing. Doug Christie to Peja Stojakovic behind the back to Webber. Kings up 13 at the half. Peja also at 28 points. Late in the third, a moment of trepidation as Webber comes down on Christian Laettner's foot. Left with a left.
Intercepted by Darren Howard, coming back the other way from New Orleans. No one is going to catch him. He fumbled the ball. Are you kidding me?
Finley breaks into the open. He's got Finley against Elliott. The fadeaway by Finley. Dallas wins.
On the shuttle, he underhanded to Green for a touchdown. for Freeman, and it's incomplete. Or did he make the catch at the 15? What are they going to rule it? He caught it. Touchdown.
Trying to end a two-game skid. Antoine Jameson's pass gets deflected to Darrell Armstrong, finds McGrady. McGrady can take it from there. He had 24, Magic by 5. Late in the fourth, Magic by 2. Chris Mullen, Chris Mills, Chris Mullen. Softest church music. Not Mully, the jumper. Game tied at 91. We went to overtime. Magic by 1. Tracy McGrady, Pat Garrett. You cannot leave Pat Garrity open. Drains the 3. Magic by 4.
Butters would do up against someone other than the Washington Generals. Well, check it out. How about against the Michigan State defending champs right there? Alex Sanders misses the dunk, but then he went right back into it. Tom Izzo wants to know where the defense is. Now, second quarter, Spartans taking control. Jason Richardson off the miss and the reverse slam. He's pumped up. Take another look at this one. Richardson with some serious giddy-up. Izzo's wife, Lupe. She's digging it. The Spartans win at 70.
Like any freshman in the country, he just wants to be one of the guys.
Nice job, nice shot.
But the yarmulke on his head and the principles that guide his life make Tamir Goodman one of a kind.
I won't play on Sabbath. I won't play on Sabbath.
If this story sounds vaguely familiar, it should.
Let's go, TA, let's go!
It was less than 2 years ago that people crossed ethnic and racial barriers to pack a small gym in northwest Baltimore.
I'm trying to just get one eyeball in there to see.
Trying to get a glimpse of...
JJ.
Who?
JJ, the Jewish Jordan.
Tamir Goodman's layups became legend. The 16-year-old junior that could shoot the lights out literally accepted a scholarship to Maryland. Believed to be the first Orthodox Jew headed to play Division I basketball, he was profiled in national magazines and on national TV.
Faith, family, and a wicked jump shot.
The kid in the yarmulke was big news.
We call this, if it's a screen.
Earning Division I scholarship was kind of my goal.
Tamir Goodman is a freshman at Towson University. He decided not to go to Maryland after all, realizing the conference television schedule would force him to miss too many games.
Ever since I was a little young kid, everybody always told me you're never ever going to be able to get anywhere with basketball. You might as well just put the ball down. And all I ever dreamed about ever since I was really young was playing at a Division I level.
Tamir Goodman has sparked this comeback.
I think it's the right thing to do. You know, we got a case here where a young man has worked all his life to play at this level. He's very good at it. He's going to get even better. And why can't we play the other 6 days of the week?
The head coach drafted a unique game plan and charted the sunset for every Friday and every Saturday during the season, ensuring that Tamir Goodman will not miss a single practice or game. What he will do is observe the Sabbath, a time of worship for Orthodox Jews. There simply are no hoops on the holy day.
Personally, I wouldn't feel right playing on the Sabbath. That's who I am. Those are my beliefs.
I had guys stand up in the team meeting and talk about how much they respected his position, and in today's day and age, somebody that would stick to his faith as strongly as he has stuck to his faith, they admired that.
It's been a rare occurrence that the bleachers at Towson have been filled. In fact, last year they sold less than 30 season tickets. One new player, however, has met a whole new ball game. They've already sold 300 this year, and that number is climbing. For the first time ever, the school sold all of its courtside seats. The reason? Everyone wants to see the Jewish Jordan.
I love that I can wear my yarmulke on the floor and say, you know, Jewish people, we could play ball too.
Tamir Goodman's autograph.
You know, I learned how to work my faith and my basketball in together with one another to make me become better at each one of them.
The Tigers hope he'll make them better too. Towson hasn't been to the NCAA tournament in 10 years. I'm Steve Davis.
First half, Delaware's Ryan Iverson behind the back, and the nice finish. 8 points for Iverson. We're tied at the half.
And then Greg Miller to Billy Wells. And Wells knocks it down. Delaware up 7. Do we have a upset for Henderson in his debut? The short answer is no. Kevin lied off the window. He had 21 points, 8 boards. The fans They're painted. They're ready to go.
At Texas, early first half, Freddie Williams here. Chris Owens there. Longhorns up 2 later in the half. Owens draws the defender and gets some room to work. Owens finished with 28 points and 8 boards in the second half. Brandon Mouton open for 3. No, but Maurice Evans is there. The transfer from Wichita State, who was tabbed the Big 12 preseason newcomer of the year by the coaches and media. Later, James Thomas, the freshman, blocks the shot. Mouton to Thomas to Evans. 13 for Evans. Longhorns roll 79-65.
Not a stretch that Marbury could go for 30 again on this night, and I'm writing the picture. First quarter, Kenyon Martin stuffs Scottie Pippen. One good block deserves another. Pippen blocks Marbury from behind. Then Martin tells Bonzi Wells, nah. 2 teams combined for 19 blocks in this game. Third quarter, Rasheed Wallace. The spin move on Martin. Powers through. Blazers by 6 later in the third. Martin's the one powering through. Flying through the lane. Martin 18 points, Nets down 7. Tom running down in the third. Steve Smith comes up with a loose ball. Dishes to Pippen, who had 8 points, 5 assists. Marbury had only 24 in the game. As the Blazers
brings it up and just kind of barely ekes his way through that tough Clipper defense.
2 of his 16 points. Seconds later, Steve Nash pick, freeze Nowitzki, jumper. Yep. Dirk also had 8 boards. I am the boss of me. Still first quarter. Sean Bradley inviting Pookie and them and Ray over in the pre-shift, put on some old Motown, had himself a block party. 3 of the Mavs' 6 block shots. Later in the first, Jeff McGinnis' jumper is off. This is how you bring it down, rookie high school style. Darius Miles. Last year, he was like taking exams in high school. 9.7 boards for Darius. Third quarter, Miles again. Nice reverse. Clip shot 42%.
Davis said he couldn't feel his legs walking in. He was that nervous. 10-6 Pepperdine early. Jeffrey Newton. Sweet move. The bucket and the foul. Coach Jan Van Bredikoff says Newton traveled. Newton missed the free throw. Pepperdine by 4. Tom Coverdale with a steal the other way to Andre Owens. Jerry Jeffries. Hoosier shot 58% from the field. Later in the first half, Jeffries would return the favor. It would be Jeffries finding Owens. Freshman to freshman, a true vertical horizon. Indiana by 4 at the break. Second half, Pepperdine staying in it. Kelvin Gibbs. Check him out on the baseline. Spinorama for the reverse layup. Take another look, just in case you were saying, what is it, honey? Gibbs, the sweet up and under shot. Still in the second half, Kirk Haston matched his career high in this game, 28 points, and Coach Mike Davis not nervous.
Jr., all the Dukies touching the ball. Dunleavy Jr. 9 points on the finish. Later in the first half, Dukes up 18. And Battier would miss Dunleavy from out of nowhere, part of a 24-3 run. Dukies 49-25 at intermission. Let's warm up the Battier, shall we? 3 falling. Next possession. Dunleavy finds Battier again. And one more time because he shot it from 3 12 times. Battier, how many times did he miss? Just 3. Do the math. 9 of 12. Duke up by 32 on Battier's 9th. 87-50 Dukies. Battier.
Attention for the Atlanta Hawks. Taken out of the starting lineup. Alan Henderson underneath. Gets it thrown right back in his mug, and then he stays with it. 12 points. Hawks by 2 over the Blazers. Now here's Jason Terry coming off the bench. And in the lane for 2 of his 11. Hawks leading 95-93 in search of their first win.
I'll tell you,
Rasheed Wallace here.
He yaps a lot, though. He must be listening to Rasheed Wallace.
Watch Rasheed.
He does nothing.
Over Jason Terry to tie the game with a 3 under 10 seconds to play. What do you do if you're the Atlanta Hawks?
Yeah, but the Jason Terry, he's breaking down Stoudemire all night. He comes into the lane. He's like, I'm the best guard from Arizona. Knock it down.
Bear down, as they say out there with the Wildcats. They're up by 2. One more chance for Portland. Pretty good look by Steve Smith.
Oh, against my old team, I'm going to knock it down? No.
Almost got to knock down the backboard almost. Does not draw.
That urgency was missing the first 7 games, and now it's there with me. I'm very urgent to get out there and just make things happen.
Now we'll see what the Hawks can do. The game earlier this November in which they lost in Charlotte. Early on, Hardaway.
Hey, you got to appreciate Tim Hardy. He said that before the game and then comes out and days him all day long.
Much to the delight of Alonzo Mourning there. 26-24, just a 2-point game after 1. Alley-oop to Eddie Jones. Miami up 54-41 at the half, but this thing was far from over. Eddie Jones blocking David Wesley. Brian Grant Back to Eddie Jones, who had 19, but he wasn't around for the finish. Watch this play right here. Looks innocent enough as he cuts through the paint. And then right calf as EJ comes up lane. No contact, just a strained right calf. He has made the trip to New Jersey for the game on TNT tomorrow night. Check out this play. Hustle by Eldon Campbell, saving it to David Wesley. His 30th birthday today, and he gives him a lead late. A little yapping going on there, too. 82-80. Then they tied it up at 82. A chance to win it in regulation, but P.J. Brown cannot beat his old team, so we go to overtime. Not much scoring in the OT. Still Hardaway.
I talk it. I'm going to back it up, baby. I'm going to back it up.
89-86. One more chance for Charlotte. Eldon Campbell. There's no spacing on it. A bunch of guys in teal just kind of standing around. Bob Sura.
My name is
Bob Sura.
Thanks.
Slim Shady. Antoine Jameson misses. Andre Miller does not buy the move from Vinny Del Negro. Takes it straight to the hoop. 39-38 Cavs. Larry Hughes. Going baseline around Cedric Henderson. He had 17. Golden State led by a deuce after 3, 65-60.
Too many 4 for 18 jobbers for Hughes, huh?
Exactly. And same kind of a deal tonight, fourth period. Cleveland putting them away. Lamont Murray especially.
The good thing about Cleveland, what they do, they get the shot that they want down the stretch. They might not make it, but they get the shot that they want.
Well, Lamont Murray bidding adieu to Chris Mullin there. He had 14 points in the fourth quarter, 24 on the night. And the L.A. Lakers tonight, Lennox Lewis, the champ at the game. First quarter, Lakers down, and Ron Harper.
He won that fight?
To Shaq. I didn't watch it. I did not fork over the money, but that's a story for another day.
Hey, that was a good decision, too. I did. I forked it over.
Did you really?
Yeah, it wasn't a good one.
Okay, let's talk pay-per-view boxing, shall we? Kobe with the reverse. Lakers on top 80-70. Here comes Kobe again. They're rocking at the Staples Center. Then Kobe to Shaq, who's been a little sluggish lately. Only had 14 points his last time out. He had 15 points in the first quarter tonight en route to 34 points and 9 rebounds.
Francis, Rockets up 15. Season high 28 points for Francis. He also had 8 assists. Elton Brand gets the pass, and a lob to Michael Ruffin, who had 5 points. Bulls would cut the lead to 9. Later in the third, Rockets taking charge. Walt Williams to Akeem Olajuwon. Olajuwon with 10. Rockets up 13. Rockets just pulled away when it mattered most. Olajuwon finding the cutting Francis. Led by Steve Francis, Houston wins in the match.
Misses so he can get a rebound, and then the points. 19 rips, 34 points for Shaq. Just beginning. Shaq flying through, 16 of 21 shooting. He had just 14 points in Sunday. He was better in this one. Doesn't stop there. Kobe Bryant, crazy mad, stupid hops, as we say in Wisconsin. Puts the Lakers up 4. Nuggets keep it close, though. George McLeod, G-Money. Little scoop-de-doo for playing Horace. You're probably out. He had 9. Lakers up 3 at the half, 60-57. Third quarter action. Nick Van Exel. He played there, played in L.A., but never at the Stapler. He had 17 points. Nuggets still down 1. Lakers, though, starting to run away with it. And the man who's running is Kobe, and then he's jumping. The sweet reverse slam. He had 31. The Lakers win at 119 to quarter.
Out with ankle issues himself. His injury on Sunday, but Tracy McGrady was playing. First quarter Magic by 3. Unmolested two-hand flow. 32-27 Orlando. More McGrady in the second. Zamboni via Mike Miller. McGrady, 18 points in the first half, but the Kings played some D. The rip. Soil feeds Jason Williams. Back to Stojakovic, who likes to throw it down now. 19 points in the first half for Peja. Second half, bad news for the Magic. T-Mac Gimpy walks off. Diagnosis, a sprained right hip flexor. Watching most of the second half, he did have 2 points in 13 minutes in that second half. So the Kings take advantage. Doug Christie, one of his 3 steals
in for the Deuce Kings by 8. Then the Kings, we know they can dish. Who ends up with it? Scott Pollard, easy 2. 6 dimes for Vlade, by the way. Fourth quarter, more the same. John Barry, nice look to Pollard. Jason Williams likes it with the headband look. Later in the fourth, Barry, the 3, no. But who's there for the follow? Stojakovic.
Yeah, they're trying to go 8-0 for the first time since the 79-80 campaign. Iverson. You know, Allen Iverson's supposed to be playing on a bad ankle. You'd never know it. 22 points for Allen. Midway through the first, Theo Ratliff will pick up his second foul, and the Cavs would take advantage. Clarence Weatherspoon backing in on George Lynch. But Lynch would find his way and get his way later. Spoon did have 24. Cavs by 1 at the break. Ratliff back. Weatherspoon inside. Rejected by Theo, not once, twice. Ratliff finished with 6 blocks in his private block party. Still in the third, Sixers on the run. Eric Snow up to Iverson. Give it up for Lynch. Lynch, who came into this game averaging 7 points a game. He had a team-high 23 points. Hear it from the crowd, says Allen. Let's hear it. Zadrunas, Ilgauskas, all sorts of trouble, and the Sixers on the run. Iverson, spinorama, behind the back to Eric Snow. For the layup and the foul. Randy Whitman hit with 2 tees right after that play, and he was gone. Sixers win.
I think he's just, a great coach for his team, and the beginning record speaks for itself. It kind of shows the type of job that he's doing. A lot of times he don't get the credit that he deserves because the players out there on the court, but Coach Brown's giving us the chemistry. He's making all the substitutions, and he's calling the right plays. So I think it's a total team effort, man. And then when you look at those people in that building right there, don't get no better than that.
Yeah.
One and thus for the white jerseys. There's Finley. Back at America West Arena. First quarter, it's Steve Nash, another former Sun, leading the Mavs with 19 tonight, tied at 10. Second quarter, 24 all. Paul McPherson, who? Yeah, we looked it up. He's a rookie free agent from DePaul. That's spectacular. Third quarter, Sean Marion, 9th pick overall last season. Second-year pro from Vegas. He, too, can jump really high and throw down 52-47 Suns. Fourth quarter, 93-77. The route is on. Marion the steal ahead to McPherson, and the kid, he's a show-off. Get him in the dunk contest. 12 seconds later, McPherson only had 3 hoops on the night, and you get to see all of them. That is an unbelievable highlight percentage. Might have to raise the height of hoop there. Suns win at 99-1 basketball, so they're going to have to share. Eddie Jones, strained right calf, did not play. Second quarter, nets up. That's me, Jim McElvain, checking in with a block. Stephon Marbury makes it 3, but come on, McElvain also had a point, a turnover, and a foul in 4 minutes. He was big. And Marbury from way out. He had 3 threes in the third. New Jersey up 66-62 going to the fourth. In the final period, Marbury missed here. He was 10 of 17, but that's just a rebound opportunity for Aaron Williams, who had 17. The Nets go up 6. Minute to go. Heat down 5, 89-84. Timmy Hardaway going to get 3 of those back from way out. He had 26. Heat within a hoop. Next Nets possession, Marbury, the huge runner off the glass. It's good. He's good. He's pumped. Nets go up 4. Hold on to win at 93-91. 31 on the night for Marbury. With 13 blocks. Ensuing possession for the Longhorns led to a score, and then clock winding down. 3-point game, air ball there by the Cal Bears. Texas wins at 57-54. Garden, first half, Marlon Palmer passes inside, but some quick hands by Quincy Wadley with the steal. Going the other way, and he misses, but there's David Hawkins to clean it up. Temple leads by 8. They had a 22-5 run to close the half. Hawkins with a steal this time. And watch him going the other way. Watch the ball, watch the ball. Who had the ball? He never gave it up. Temple wins 61-49. Great ball fake and 2 points by Hawkins. New Mexico. There he is waving. Got a standing ovation from the crowd, which was nice. Of course, there you see the number. It's still in the rafters. First quarter, no score. Austin Crozier. And just like that, the shutout is gone. Pacers led after the first 25-19. Second quarter, Pistons up 31-29. Mateen Cleaves, the rookie, to set Sabalas, 19 for jet ski. Pistons led the half, 55-46. Fourth quarter, Pistons down 1 now. Jerry Stackhouse over Reggie Miller. Pistons up 1. Thomas. Try harder, he says. Fourth quarter, Pistons still up 1. Travis Best. Reggie Miller, inside Best, had 8 assists for the game. Miller, he was just getting started. Pistons up 87-86. Sam Perkins, big smooth. The steal ahead to Miller. Reggie with 30. Pacers go up 89-86, and they win it.
Sonics turn their attention to the Clips. Hey, that's a Darius Miles bobblehead doll. I'm sure of it. Latrell Sprewell loses it. He'll get it back. And from his back, or actually Sprewell from his butt, hits it at the buzzer. Can I say butt on the air?
Yes, you can.
I could have said something else. Check it out again, just in case you stepped away to butter your bagel. Sprewell from his butt. I said it again. Spree with 12 points. Time running down in the second. Spree. Driving. The runner. He does. Knicks up 7 at the break. It's all about timing. Late in the fourth, though, the Clippers were up 2. Eric Piatkowski. The nice feed to Sean Rooks for the dunk. Clippers up 4. The Knicks would have an answer. They wouldn't go down to the Clippers fighting. Allen Houston. 2 of his 17. Knicks within 2. But the Clippers were too much. Did I really say that? Yes, I did, led by Lamar Odom. 16 points, 9 boards. And the Clippers go on to beat the Knicks 78-74. Both teams shooting.
Somebody's going to get their tail kicked. Third quarter, Allen. Ray Allen steps in, flushes it home. Bucks by 5. Hawks 22 turnovers. Moments later, Irvin Johnson, 9 steals as a team for the Bucks. Big dog, woof, woof, and draws the foul. He had 21 Bucks, an 8-0 run to take an 8-point lead. Later in the third, Allen all alone. Oh, to be young and athletic. He had 17. The Bucks win 84-74.
Not touch. Garnett, 9 boards. There's one of them, the long pass to Wally. First dunk of the season. Garnett, happy. They're friends again. Serbiak, 12 points, 10 boards. Warriors up by 4 in the third. Anthony Peeler sharing to Garnett. KG fouled and banks it in. He had 24 on the night. 20 seconds left. T-Wolves up 4. Larry Hughes. To Antoine Jamerson. So money and he doesn't even know it. Jamerson at 15. Warriors down 1. Then Warriors down 2. Mookie Blaylock. Shot blocked by Serbiak, and the T-Wolves hang on. Peeler added 22. The T-Wolves entered the game last in the league in free throws, but finished the game 13-6. Chris Herron from Fall River, Massachusetts. Congratulations. First start as a Celtic. Making an impact. 2 of his 13. Celtics up 4. Celtics up 6. Herron finding Brian Stith. 29 points for Stith. 8 of 12 from the field. Third quarter. Wizards down just 3. Rod Strickland still got the skills. Strickland, 26. The free throw tied it up at 81. Time running out. In the third. Celtics lead by 7. Rick Brunson gives it up. Antoine Walker. 26 points, 13 boards. Celtics.
Second quarter, Tim Hardaway driving, throwing, hitting. Beat down 6. Stephon Marbury responds with a drive right by everybody. Nets up 6 at the break in the third quarter. Marbury shooting from 3 over Hardaway. Can you taste it? It's simply delicious. Hang time. Then Marbury on the kick out. 2 plus 1 is 3. Marbury, one more. Softer than drugstore cotton. 3 for 3 on 3s in the game. Nets up 4 after 3. Hardaway bringing my mammy back in the 4th. Little triple. Hardaway coming. Then a little lesson in 3-ology. Miami up 5-2. Let's respond, though. Aaron Williams.
Eat it.
Nets up 4. Each turn. Kenyon Martin blocks Brian Grant, but Mace is in the place and 1 basketball. Heat down 2. Nets stay aggressive. Marbury the miss. Williams the tip. Yeah. Nets up 6. 1 minute left. Hardaway won't die. Quickest 3 in the East. Heat down 2. Too much to fall, though. Glass roll. What a great shot. Go.
Oh, he moved that twice. So look at the cranberry. That's what I'm calling on that suit right
Shelly, I like it.
Jason Parker out of Charlotte, North Carolina. This 255-pound strongman will give the Cats a solid presence around the basket. He almost landed at North Carolina, but ended up at Kentucky.
Well, it means a lot because of the tradition and pride is so high here, and the history here, and all the championships they have won, and Coach Rock, Coach Pitino, people like that. It feels real good to wear that jersey across my chest.
Half man. This is a nice play right here. Nice feed by Antonio Davis.
Half amazing.
21-21 after 1.
Rasheed Wallace.
Oh, over Kevin Willis.
Good defense.
Yes. 15 points in the first half for Rasheed. Damon Stoudemire got booed every time he touched the ball as he returned to Toronto. Scottie Pippen.
Are you saying Scottie Pippen?
Mr. Scottie Pippen. You've come a long way since to 33.
All I wanted was an apology.
I don't hold grudges. Vince Carter's three-point play. Game tied at 79. Who takes over? Rasheed Wallace.
Best player on their team.
3 buckets right down the stretch. Last 3 buckets for the Blazers. Right there, and another one over Antonio Davis. A little rainbow action.
Hey, Ernie, he plays inside, he plays outside. He's too tough to guard. At 6'11", he can do it all, except stay in the game without technicals.
Steve Francis with Baron Davis on him.
TV franchise.
That's a sweet little fadeaway jumper. Early lead. Oh, Akeem Olajuwon at the foul line, guys.
Boom!
Oh,
hey, you know what? What was that? I will never, ever make fun of a man that helped me get 2 championship rings. You can shoot as many air balls as you want, Akeem. What you mean about it? What you mean help you get them? Question. For me, it was just a dream. I made it reality.
Okay. Meantime, Baron Davis at the end of the first half. And it's a 6-point deficit. Baron Davis.
Baron Davis.
Yeah, on Stevie Francis there. Hornets had a 61-59 lead. Maurice Taylor to Francis. Hey, these are good highlights. You like these, Charles?
I do. I don't remember what it was so long since I dunked, I forget what it was like.
Look at Katino Mobley. Off balance as the shot clock expires and time runs out on the Charlotte Hornets, who fall.
Should I stay or should I go?
When I was drafted as a rookie, 3 people took me under their arm. Chris Mullin, who I love, Billy Owens, and Latrell. And I mean, they took me and showed me how to buy a car, buy a table for my house, how to try to cook some food. You know, we just had a good friendship from being, whether it's the summer or whether it's the season. And I've always said he's somebody I wanted to play with, but, you know, I didn't know that how he said it would, you know, get out and be that, you know, blown out of proportion.
I like the guy, basically. You can't say anything, even given the signal that you want him here, or, you know, you want to play with him, or you want them to be a part of your team. You just can't do that.
The thing about it, too, is that, you know, regardless of going somewhere to play with your friend, I know what a good basketball player he is and how competitive he is.
You're a free agent. What will be the determining factors on whether you stay in Sacramento or leave?
I just want to win a championship, and I guess I want to be at the best place I feel that I have the best chance to win. I really don't know. I don't know. I hope the answer just comes and pops in my head or something like that, but I definitely love it here, and but I really don't know how I'll come up to make that decision.
Without Silver, we are a totally different team. I don't want to think about it, you know, seeing him leaving. You know, I think he's going to stay. I hope he's going to stay. But whatever he does, you know, I'll be supportive because he's a great guy.
You know, I mean, he's the leader of this team, and it's over the last 2 years and going on the 3rd year, you know, he's taken more of that leadership on.
I got shot. No reason why I don't need you to the foul. If I get in trouble, I'm a foul.
It'd be hard to imagine not having Chris in this team.
The Kings won't let number 4 go easily and will attempt to persuade C. Webb to stay in the house.
Well, my brother Gavin and I have sat down with him a few times and you know, told him how much we appreciate what he's done for the city of Sacramento as well as our franchise, how important he is, of course, to the team as a whole, and tried to convince him that, you know, you're playing well. You've had the two best years of your career. You've got a center in Vlade that works well with you. Jason Williams, the point guard. I mean, it's a good situation here. Give us an opportunity. Let us try to build this winner. You know, it doesn't happen overnight. You know, it took Michael Jordan a while. It's taken Shaquille O'Neal a while. So we're ready to go. If we have a plan. We have a game plan, and hopefully he'll be part of that.
And it seems like if you lose that last game of the season or that last game in the playoff series, that whole year is wasted. It's not wasted, but it does seem like, man, that was a whole nother year added on. And so I've played in, you know, seven last games already and not even been close to tasting the championship. So that's really what I'm chasing for, because I want to be considered one of the best players. I want to be, you know, it's still about basketball to me. I want my name still to be argued about in the barbershops and the guys in the street, you know, and so that's much more important to me than to be the man on the team, because I feel like no matter who I play with, I could definitely fit in and try to bring something to that team.
15,000 of Phil's semi-civilized redneck friends. Chris Webber sitting out with a sprained ankle. Second quarter, Jason Williams, John Barry float on. Sweet jumper. Kings take a 4-point lead at that point. Third quarter, bad news for the Kings, though, Marcus.
Yeah, right here, Jason Williams' watch is going to land right on the foot of Brian Shaw. Rolls the ankle, has to leave the basketball game and not return, but maybe not all bad news for the Kings.
He was done with 11 points and 7 assists later. Doug Christie, he had 19 of his 32 in the second half, Marcus.
Yeah, did a nice job with the outside jump shot. Did a nice job taking Kobe to the rack.
Kings up by 8. Lakers down by 3 final seconds. Kobe Bryant, Stranger, and we're tied at 102. One last chance, though, for the Kings with 2.3 seconds left. Who are you going to call? Peja. Not a redneck. He's just short there. He had 29 points, 17 rebounds. We go to overtime. In OT, tied at 108, and this is nothing but tender beef.
Yeah, Kobe was just terrific in overtime. 8 of the Lakers' 10 points in the overtime period.
Last chance for the Kings. 5 seconds left. They go to Peja again, and the daddy there with the Shrek. Shaq with 33 points, and the Lakers do it again. 112 to 1.
Right here, Kobe with the basketball. He's going to get the switch now. He's got the big guy on him. But look at Pollard. He's going to leave when the shot is taken. Big guys have a natural tendency to go to the glass. Nobody picks up Kobe. This guy made 2,000 jumpers a day during the offseason. 2,000 jumpers. You know he's going to bury that one. That was the shot that set the game in overtime and snatched victory out of the jaws of defeat for the Lakers. And 2,000 shots made. Have you ever shot that many shots, man, working out?
No, and I shoot a lot of shots.
The youngster stopping, popping, then again, just floating across the lane, and then one more. Wheeling and dealing on John Starks. He had 15 at the half. Then in the second.
And please call 911 because the Blazers are about to get shot down. The scoop by Vince, and then banging. Finally, Mark Jackson. Oops upside your head. Carter, 12 first quarter points, 37 on the evening. But from there, here come the Blazers. Tricky kicks it to Bonzi Wells. Bonzi with the finish and the push. Part of a 12-3 run. Blazers up big, and then Sheed. Fade away, fall away. Good night now, 86-80. Trailblazers are back.
Around Mercer. Mercer gets a ball screen with a double team. He throws it up and in.
Mercer and the former coach of his, Dan Issel, sharing words, and Dan thought it was fun. Antonio McDyess missed the J. Keon Clark found the rebound. Fed it back to McDyess. And he finished it off. Nuggets finished off the Bulls.
From the Huskies, Albert Mooring running free, and bam, doing shit-ups. More from UConn. Their great freshman point guard out of New York City, Talik Brown, feeding Edmund Saunders for the rip. And then Talik showing off his entire game. Little pull-up jumper in the paint. Good elevation. And the Huskies go on to handle Quinnipiac by 14.
Boozer makes the steal.
And here he comes. Look out. This Carlos
Boozer had 22 points in the game. Final moments of the first half. The freshman Chris Duhon can do some things off the glass. Duke up by 11 at the half. Second half, Duke. Jason Williams to Boozer, the alley-oop, and Duke is up 67-53. Then Duhon, the three, that's good. He was 4 out of 4 from three-point land, and Duke wins at 98-85. Shane Battier and Nate James present the memento to their coach. And that's not all he gets. The floor of Cameron Indoor Arena renamed Coach K Court.
Appalachian State Mountaineers got a new coach. That's an old player. Brendan Haywood is Jason Capel for the three. UNC shoots 68% in the first half. Later in the first, Joseph Forte, fabulous freshman. Now he's a super sophomore. UNC 10 of 13 from downtown in the first. And the big man, Brendan Haywood, inside with a soft touch. UNC up 25 at the half. After intermission, Adam Boone down court to Forte. Oh, to be young and athletic. He's graceful. He had 20. UNC wins it 99-69. The first game ever at the Mountaineers' new home center is
Going for the 9-0 start. Time running down to the first quarter. George Lynch going to grab the rebound, and looky here. Yeah, it counts. Sixers down 5 after 1. Second quarter, Brian Grant
been playing well. First year in Miami, 16 points, 9 boards in the first half. Third quarter, it's Lynch lobbing to Theo Ratliff. We're all tied up at 52. Now the Sixers on the run. Iverson passing. Lynch laying it up and in. Sixers go on an 18-0 run. Later in the third, Iverson, circus shot. And the Sixers outscore the Heat 29-14 in the third quarter. That Croce, team president, part owner, loves it. Sixers winning at 94-73.
We all waking up in the second half and starting to play basketball, so that's a plus, man. I just take my hat off to my teammates and coaching staff and fans, everybody helped us to get to this point. You know, I'm real excited right now.
So the Sixers running
without Smith tonight against San Antonio. Late fourth quarter, tied at 82. KG is there. He scores a lot. T-Wolves up 2. Less than 20 to go in the fourth. Still 2-point game. Sean Elliott is there to lay it in. He had 7 points. We're tied at 84. 5 seconds. Chauncey Billups playing in place of Brandon. No, nothing happening there. Tipped away by Elliott. Time expires, and let's have some extra minutes, shall we? More NBA for your NBA dollar. Oh, Kevin Garnett. Elliott's having to learn with rejection. Later in overtime. T-Wolves up 1, 95-94. Garnett. Yeah, just elevate and take the shot. He had 32 on the night. The Wolves up 97-94. Less than a minute to go. Terry Porter. He's from Wisconsin. Played up there at UW-Stevens Point. He's got the open look. Cannot hit the 3. Porter and the Spurs fall 99-94. These two teams welcoming Chris Mullin back to Indiana. Played there 3 seasons. First quarter, Pacers down 1. Travis Best finds Miller on the wing, buries the 3. Pacers up 2. Miller 15 in the first half. Second quarter, Warriors down a bucket. Mullin off the screen. That's how he does it. Hits the jumper. We're tied at 30. Third quarter, Warriors up 6. Mookie to Antoine Jamison, who had 28. Warriors up by 8. Fourth quarter, Pacers down 3. Derek McKee breaks out, and Miller is there to tip that one in off the miss. He's the 25th player in NBA history to get 20,000 points. That's doing some scoring, closing second. Well, early in the first half, game's tied. Scooter McFadden going in for the layup, his first college hoop. It's always nice to see the kid get the first bucket. Second half, $1:15 left, Temple up 3. Lynn Greer, he's a player. A little awkward, but gets the shot up and down. Temple by 5. 10 seconds left. Marcus Moody. Marcus Moody can do some things, Bill. Yes, can. 3-pointer cuts that lead to 2. And Calipari, he doesn't seem worried at all. This is good. This is exactly what we want. 3.9 seconds left. Greer at the line. He's going to ice it up. You got to hit your free throws. Temple wins at 67-62. They were 14 points better. Kansas working it around. Kenny Gregory, Eric Chenoweth. And then Bryant Nash is going to follow up the miss on the inside, and Kansas is up by the count of 28-18. The second half, Kansas up 21. Nick Collison, the bomb to Chenoweth. Hit in the head, doesn't matter. Arm and bucket. Chenoweth, his 1,000th career point for the Jayhawks. That came later in the game. Late second half, Kirk Heinrich. Kenny Gregory there for the follow, and Kansas wins easily, 90. Ben Baker rebounds and miss. Gary Payton.
Payton again.
Yes, please. Payton had 10 in the first half. Still in the first, Mavs up 2. It's Sean Bradley. The lob to Michael Finley. Finley's kind of been sluggish in the early going this season, but there for 2 on the inside. Second quarter, Sonics up 5 on the break. Emmanuel Davis to Baker. Filling the lane, looking good, up and good. Sonics up 58-45 at the half for Charlotte.
Yeah, you love to watch. Second quarter, Hawks up 7. Alan Henderson inside to Dikembe Mutombo for the slam. He had 10. Fourth quarter, Boston now leading 77-71. Paul Pierce doing the work inside, gets the tough shot to roll. 79-71. Later in the fourth, Celtics pulling away. Pierce, nice sharing from Rick Brunson. Pierce 25 points, a little more than 3 to go. Boston up 13. Antoine Walker from way out, 22 points. Celtics win at 106-99. Hawks lose their 7th. See Tony Harris, Vincent Yarborough. Second half, Vols up 44-26. Harris again. Isaiah Victor this time on the receiving end. Vols now up 20. Later in the second half, Dennis Grindstaff. I mean, the Vols doing some things, passing the basketball. Victor a game-high 18. Coach, hits his guys, that motivates him. Second quarter, Pistons down 3. Mateen Cleaves, pretty pass to Mikey Moore, throwing it down. Still in the second, Pistons getting sloppy, though. David Wesley with the steal, brings it in for the layup. 36-32 Hornets. Fourth quarter, Pistons leading by 4. It's the rookie, Cleaves, all the way, and the foul. From there, Pistons would coast 96-89. Adrian Crawford feeding Michael Joyner. It's all about sharing with your friends. Oh, Joyner 18 points in the game. Seminoles down 2 at the half. Second half, Teddy Dupay, 3 falling. That worked so well, they'll let him shoot again. And that would be 3 more. And what the heck? Feed the hot hand, his 5th three-pointer of the game. The Gators win at 85-70. The Noles lose.
Everywhere. Nolan coaching against his son Notes, and the grandson Garrett on Tennessee State playing for the Sun. So the grandson's playing for the Sun. Garrett Anderson for 3. And the grandson can do some things. Less than a minute now in the first. Near miss by Richardson. Teddy Gibson, the cross-court bounce pass to Joe Johnson. Oh, that is pretty. Nice move by Johnson. Razorbacks up by the score of 38-32.
Without Shaq nursing a sprained ankle and a sore Achilles tendon. Would it affect him? There you see Shaq getting some treatment, but as we said, would not go. Lakers still with a good start, though. Off the turnover, Brian Shaw, and look out. That is Kobe, and that's a 4-point Lakers lead at the half. Third quarter, more Kobe on the wing. Yeah. Lakers by 9 after 3. Fourth quarter, more Lakers. They get the outlet to Isaiah Ryder, and he does the rest. Lakers by 11. Game over, right? Wrong. Here come the Nuggets. George McLeod. Off glass. Oh, yeah. Then it's McLeod. This time for 3. More McLeod on the break. Spots up for another 3 ball, and the Nuggets tie it up. And Horace Grant stripped by Van Exel. James Posey. Nuggets by 2. They're up 3. Buck 24 to go. Take a look at Kobe. Nice spin and the pull-up. Lakers down 1. 5th straight 30-plus point game for Bryant, but was it enough? Clock winding down. Lakers down 1. Take a look at the clock now. They got to shoot it. Shaw, too late. Kobe not pleased. The Lakers fall 87. Atlanta to be with his mother, who suffered a mild stroke. Second quarter, Grizzlies up 35-30. Damon Jones leading the break. That is pretty. Isaac Austin finishes it off. Later in the second, Grizz by 2. Mike Bibby. Michael Dickerson. Oh, my goodness. But wait, there's more. Fourth quarter, shot clock winding down.
Shot clock at 3. Edwards launches.
They get it to Kevin Edwards, who hits the jumper. That ties the ball game at 8 wins. Precisely 20% as many victories as they had all of last season. And there's Lamar Odom trying to continue the Clippers' success. It's success for them anyway. Sonics up 18-15 in the first. Ruben Patterson cleaning up. Sonics up by 5. Second quarter, it is Odom. Sonics lead down to 2. Later in the second, knocked away. Tyrone Nesby with the jam. Sonics still up by 3, though, at that point. Bucks, we all need one of those nights where we knock down shots, hoping it would come against Toronto. And that, of course, means that guy, Vince Carter, and he was putting on a show. Early first quarter, Carter around Ray Allen. Hoop on the foul. Raptors by 6. Second quarter, they're down by 3. Carter doing his part. Past Tim Thomas. Oh, my. He had 18 at the half. Third quarter, Carter for 3. One of 12 assists for Mark Jackson there. Carter 3 of 7 behind the arc. Raptors, though, still down 4 after 3, but Vince doing his part. The beautiful floater. Raptors up by 3 in the fourth. Now 25 seconds to go. Carter's got 48 points at this point. We're going to go over 50. Can't do it. Finishes with a mere 48-10. Raptors take it by first quarter. Nets up 8-3. Stephon Marbury to Kenyon Martin. They were looking for more out of this guy, and they got it. Martin, 15 points in the ballgame. Second quarter, Jermaine O'Neal, nice move right around Johnny Newman. He had 23 to go with 5 blocks. Late in the second, Stephon Marbury. That's kind of a long pull-up jumper. He had 20 in the game. Nets up 15 at the half. Even Stefan can't believe it. Fourth quarter, Nets clinging to the 2-point lead. Newman icing it. He had 16, and the Nets win their second.
Omar Cook, the quick feed to Anthony Glover. He loses the handle, but gets it back. St. John's up 24-8 later in the first half. Cook on defense as well. The steal takes it the other way for the layup. St. John's up 30-13 second half. Johnny's pull away. Cook passes the length of the court. Willie Shaw for the score on that pass. Cook sets the St. John's single game record for assists with 17. St. John's wins 92-62.
It doesn't get any more bitter. Hosting Portland, Timmy Hardaway sitting this one out with tendonitis in his right knee. Fourth quarter, Jamal Robinson the miss. Brian Grant, the rebound. Good for 2. Make it 3. The former Blazer, 24 points, 13 boards. Heat lead by 2. 35 seconds left. Rookie Eddie House from the wing. 2 of his 23 filling in for Hardaway. Next possession for the Blazers. Anthony Carter intercepts, and he will finish. Alonzo Mourning, your thoughts? Thank you. Pat Riley said afterward, this carnage is all over the locker room as far as in first quarter. Stevie Francis off balance for 2. Make it 3. Rockets up 7 at halftime. Things get nasty in the third. Remember, it's rivalry day. Hakeem Olajuwon blocking Rodney Rogers, and Rodney wants a whistle, doesn't get it. We go down the other side, and Rogers fouls Hakeem, and he fouls him kind of hard. Stevie Francis does not like that. He gets in Rogers' face. Coutinho Mobley jumps in. Rogers gets a technical, and another one for arguing a flagrant foul call, and he is yanked. There you go. Time running down now. Suns down 3, Olajuwon. Hakeem with the steal. Up to Stevie Francis. Hello to Maloofa. Rockets win 94-89, 25 for Francis. Rockets have won 6 straight at home. Houston now 6-5 overall.
Trailed by 4. T-Wolves work the ball around to Kevin Garnett. Spots up for 3. Garnett's mom says, "That's my son." T-Wolves down 1 at the half. Late in the fourth. Hawks down 6. Alan Henderson with the jumper. But look at the arrow. Defonso Ellis knocks the pad off the backboard. Cuts the T-Wolves lead to 4, but they have to stop action. Rick Mahorn, the Hawks assistant, helping them out. Puts the tape back on. Under a minute left in the fourth. Hawks down 4. The pass to Garnett. Garnett ices the game. Deep jumper. He had 25.
Orlando, second quarter, winding down. Blazers by 3. Scottie Pippen, Rasheed Wallace will try to beat the buzzer. He had 26 in the first half. Portland led by 6 at the break. Fourth quarter, Magic down 4. Tracy McGrady had 24 in the evening. Cuts the Blazers lead to 1. Fourth quarter, winding down, and we are knotted at 98. Rasheed Wallace, and we go into overtime. In overtime, Portland by 4. Steve Smith. The strip on Pat Garrity takes it the other way, and the Blazers win it in overtime. By the final of 1-2.
Warriors have snapped a 7-game win.
Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
Reverse two-handed on a great pass from Shaquille. What a catch by Johnson. Picked off by Pepper. Julian Pepper's in the Tell me what you gonna do now. Now bring that hands up, now hands down. Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. 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 Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
But none of the guys are left, so he's actually just facing his old jerseys. Lakers and Bulls. First quarter, Ron Mercer misses. Kobe with the board to Shaq. That's why the cameramen get the big bucks. So Daddy come right over the top. Later in the game, a little theme developing here. Mercer misses the shot. Ron Artest goes after it and conks the usher on top of the head. And now we need the dunk. We got to have that dunk. Isaiah Ryder to Kobe for the oop. Second quarter, Kobe, the windmill. Third quarter, when Kobe scored 14 of his 22 points with an alley-oop. And then the swat away from Shaq on Khalid El-Amin. Kobe saves it. Showing off. 22 on the night. Added 12 boards. 104-96 the final.
Quarter, early lead for the Hornets. Jamal Mashburn to Baron Davis. Davis at 25. Second quarter now. Hornets still leading. Jerome Williams proving that you cannot teach hustle. And it would also help if they taught boxing out. Still in the second quarter, Baron Davis did it all. 25 points, also has the steal, looking for Eddie Robinson. And the Hornets will win this one. Davis set career highs in points and rebounds to help the Hornets.
Taking on in-state foe Oakland. Remember, Oakland beat Michigan on Friday night. The Wolverines, not the Spartans. Al Anaganye, thank you very much. Spartans by 29 at the break in the champ. Showing that they have reloaded. Charlie Bell, returning veteran, high handoff. Richardson, Jason Richardson throwing.
Ever meeting with Honolulu's own Division II Chaminade, and they were not kind to the Silver Swords. Luke Walton, the steal, the hoop, the foul. Early in the first half, Arizona starts charging, and they never look back. Cats up by 13. Eugene Edgerson sat out last year, the assist to Richard Jefferson on the dunk. RJ led the Cats with 16, part of an 11-0 run. Arizona pouring it on now. Lamont Frazier misses, but Michael Wright has the right stuff. 12 boards in the first half, a tourney record. 19 rebounds in the game. Cats now up by 24. Gilbert Arenas, the spin. You've got a feeling. Get down on it. The Cats up 51.
As is traditional, the Hornets were up by 0 points to start the game. Jamal Mashburn, the pump fake, 5-inch Carter layup and a foul. Mash at 25. And the Hornets, well, they were up 10. Later in the second, Baron Davis, the P.J. Brown, bounce pass to Jamal McGlure, playing in his hometown in front of friends and family. McGlure had 16 and 8, and the Hornets were up 20. Fourth quarter, here's Davis. Crossover on Alvin Williams, his skies for the dunk. Davis 9 and 9, and the Hornets were up 30. Late in the fourth, here's McGlure, hits the free throw. Hornets increase their lead to, I don't know, around 36. Tough night for Vince and the Raptors. The Hornets got in the better of Rex Chapman.
Unless, of course, Chaminade's the opponent. Their game in just a bit. Chrome looking to surpass Wooden on the all-time wins list. Too much firepower. Terrence Morris had 16 in the first half, 24 in the game, and the size of Lonnie Baxter inside as well. Big block there. Steve Blake pushes. Baxter after the block, there to finish, and he gets hit. Baxter and Morris scored the first 19 for the Terps. Lonnie finishes with 18 in the game. Second half, Maryland is up 18. Byron Mouton, pump fake, feet left, and it's good. Maryland, a big winner, 95-73. They shoot 60% from the field. On their way.
Dayton in the Maui Invitational. Nice shirt. First half, Dayton was up 9. Keith Welaskowski shot. Nate Green, the rebound of the dunk. Dayton actually led at the half, though. They were up 6 in the second half. Deontay Holland takes it strong to the hoop. Johnny Selby partially blocks it, but Holland, even stronger, gets it to go. Dayton's up 51-43. Keith Welaskowski cleaning up the Nate Green mess and miss. And the Flyers lead by 12. Here's Nate Green passing to Holland. How about the layup and the foul? Career high 24 for Holland. And the Dayton Flyers.
Lauren Woods and Eugene Edgerson looking like the A-Train. Artis Gilmore, who, of course, averaged 20-20 in 2 years at Jacksonville. Oh, they fall. Team high 4 assists for Jefferson. That was Arenas on the finish. Michael Wright, no. Wright, a tournament record, 19 rebounds. Arizona's up 24 at the half. Wright scored 15. Can you say loaded? Edgerson hustling here. They're playing volleyball on the beach. They're inside at Lahaina. The Jazz in Utah, and the Jazz have won 44 of them. But this is a new look match. Deshaun Stevenson, watch him get open. There he goes. Oh, hang time. Jazz down 56-48 at the break. Dirk Nowitzki. Hard foul on the left arm. Pain. Shoulder pain. Dirk comes back. Nowitzki, fouled again. There's a problem in that left shoulder. It leaves the game for good. 20 points, 14 boards. You want to mess with Dirk Nowitzki, you're going to have to go through Steve Nash. Steve Finley. Nash, career high 17 is for you. Boise State battle the Bearcats in Cincinnati in the final minutes. They have to be careful against Kansas, though. Kenny Gregory is flat out good. 11 high rebounds, and the follow goes. Baseline flush. And I need to see Iceman. One more time to the hoop. 25. Kansas rolls 101-61. So much for Boise State.
Second half, wake up 7. Craig Dawson, long alley-oop to Antoine Scott, who jams it home. Under 3-minute split. Richmond down 4. Scott Ungerer, backdoor Greg Stevenson. Spiders within 2. Just over a minute and a half to play. Wakes up 2. Dawson, spin, pull up, jumper from the lane, gets the roll. Dawson had 16.
Beware in the SEC of Alabama. Gerald Wallace in Sky. This guy's a freshman. in the first. This one didn't count, but this gives you an indication as to how high he can go. Still in the first half, Wallace. Bama, a little worried this guy was going to declare for the NBA draft, but he shows up and immediately makes them a contender. Time runs down in the first. Wallace again. This time the two-handed alley. I think they've been practicing this. Up 22 at the half, and they go on to win big, 92-6.
In traffic, the confidence to sort of blow by here in a little nickel-dimer.
Number 4. 76-75, New Jersey up over L.A. Stephon Marbury, 3 ball, good. The Nets are 3-0 on the road. They win 86-85. He goes for 28 and 9. The rookie, Kenyon Martin, nice game, 19-50.
Abdul-Rahim, whose 228-game consecutive streak has ended. Third quarter, game tied. Nuggets transition. Tariq Abdul-Wahad for the jam. The Nuggets up 2. Fourth quarter, Nuggets up 5 now. Here's Antonio McDyess. Turn, hit the jumper. 7 consecutive points for McDyess. Nuggets up 7. Late in the fourth quarter, Grizzlies trailing by 6. Van Exel at the line, misses the free throw. Kevin Edwards rebounds to Abdul-Rahim at the buzzer. No, off the front of the rim, and the Nuggets.
Look, I can't boil water.
What's your favorite dish, man?
What's my favorite dish? It's called a paella. Mixed seafood and chicken served with yellow rice.
That's
real good. That's real good.
Isn't that a Spanish dish?
Yes, that's a Spanish dish.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
It's real good. It's real good. I recommend that.
All right, Tim's going to show me the kitchen now, and he's going to direct the chef into putting together his favorite dish, the paella.
Yeah, the paella.
All right. Your game's kind of spicy, kind of flashy, like, you know.
Right.
So is this why your favorite dish?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. Don't you think if you're an owner of the restaurant, you should know how to cook at least one of the dishes in here, right? Right. So he should be taking notes, right?
I'm taking notes now. I'm taking notes now.
This place has a lot of spots to eat and just lounge and relax, and this is definitely one of them, man.
That's what I want. That's what I want people to come in for, to relax, eat. We got live bands during the week, jazz bands.
So I take it you like jazz?
Yeah, I like jazz.
Yeah.
I like jazz. I like, like to listen to Jeffrey Osborne. I like to listen to...
Jeffrey Osborne?
Yeah.
He's taking it way back.
Oh, yeah, Jeffrey Osborne tight.
Can you woo-woo-woo? Oh.
Here we go.
We're about to have some fun right there.
Right now.
Whoa. With the paella.
Paella.
Man, that looks great.
Yes.
Got a little peas working there?
Oh, yeah.
Peas are good for you.
Yeah, peas are good for you now.
Ahmad, you don't know what you're missing, man.
Yeah, that's your fault. That's your fault.
You don't know what you're missing, partner. Boy, a little hot, too.
Oh, yeah, it's hot. It's spicy, too.
Yes, it is. You can just put on the traditional Firehouse 4 fire helmet.
I got a big one here.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm a real fireman.
There you go. You know, since it's my first, inside stuff, correspondence, give me, your honest opinion. How did I do?
I saw the nervousness in your eyes before we started the interview.
That's why I had to shave.
Right. I saw nervousness. Right. But once you got into it, you started, you was real eased and you was real comfortable with what you're doing, and then, you might be the next star inside stuff.
Oh, thank you, man. Ahmad, it's gonna be hard, man. Everybody was telling me this is gonna be hard, man.
Is that right?
Yep. Man, I'm gonna mess around and take your job, baby. Tim sees a lot of similarities between playing back.
Hi, I'm Gary Payton, the floor general of the Supersonics. I know I can play this game.
Peyton, look at him. Maneuver through players and lay it in.
Peyton's putting on a show. I'm loving it. You doing a little flashy charisma. You do something to make somebody notice you.
Gary will shoot the 3. Got it! 41 points, a career high. And this place is rocking.
Every night they're going to come. They're going to get me doing something on the floor that's crazy. They're going to get me playing defense really wild and crazy. Playing in the NBA Finals was a great thrill for me. I mean, especially playing against Michael Jordan. I was guarding him head up, and we got a chance to, you know, jaw it up in Chicago and stuff.
Peyton with the steal and puts it down. And then apparently had something to say to Jordan.
You got to have confidence on this level. If you don't have confidence on this level, anybody can come and beat you at this game.
I don't play around. I don't play around. I don't play around.
We can have fun, but when I'm on the basketball court, that's my job. I'm not your friend anymore. I got to go at you just like I have to.
Gary into the lane, up the middle, up the window, up and in. Sweet move by the glove. Peyton against Childs.
Biggest thrill now for me is giving a great assist.
Backdoor.
Dropping the threes is good. But if you give a person a great assist and he dunks it,
3-on-2 break, bounce underneath, slam dunk.
it's even better because then you running down while they laying the ball up in the crowd going crazy. I think I get more thrill that way. Cocky, arrogant. I can't tell you what I want to say, but
93-81, Sonics with the lead. Just under 30 seconds left.
Gotta do it tonight.
Last season, Gary had his best year ever in school.
Lenny Kravitz headlined the Mega Groove concert, which set a festive tone for the weekend.
Pleased to see everybody out here supporting the event. You all know this is for the Children's Home Society, 100 Black Men of America. This is for our young people, our future.
During Joe's rap session, Morning was part of a panel discussion that inspired them to follow their dreams.
Don't give up, man. Use your failures as an extra incentive and learn from you as extra incentive to work just harder. This whole weekend we're promoting progress and trying to get through to y'all that you all can achieve any of your goals that you set for yourselves, you put your mind to.
Flying all over the place today.
The All-Star basketball game showcased some of the NBA's biggest names who are happy to help Zoe help the people of Miami.
The point and the purpose of this was for the kids, and I think he's been positive to the Miami community. He's definitely going to find a way to help this community out.
Having a good time? Good, good.
Hey, you know, y'all need to give me a win. I need a win to get on that.
I think what Lonzo's doing is very good. He's giving something back to the community. I'm very proud to be his friend. I'm proud to come out and help him support him.
It's a great event. It's the ultimate way of giving back to your community. And Zoe's doing that. I mean, he's been doing it for 4 years now, and each year is getting better and better.
Zoe's coming through on three. Come on, man. You got to get down there. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Zoe's coming through.
I know we're living in some difficult times for our young people, you know, but it's important that we try to create a better atmosphere for them and help them make better decisions.
We had a great time. Oh, it's Angel soundtrack, and here it is in Jam.
You don't know Fat Boy.
Push the tempo, push the tempo, push the Wallace for the dime.
Michael Debbie switching it. Swift with the jam. And he spins away, goes baseline, and spins in a teardrop scoop shot. Oh, this grab. Pushes it up the floor. He's got Ruffy all behind the net.
Breakout. They've got 4 on 3. Right wing Pete Christie. Touch pass. Asia behind the back of Weber. All the time.
Hits him a high right, driving left. He's got the lane. Shovels up there, banks it up and in. Set up, Ward off the Thomas Green, drives baseline. Sets up Chamby. The ball is juggled outside to Houston, who strokes the three. The Pistons have a one-hander. O'Neal for a monster slam. Antonio Davis, shot clock at 1. Carter is flying. Great play.
How you doing? All right. How about you? All right.
So when's the last time you rode a train?
had to be my junior year in high school. I used to take the train to school.
Did you really?
I had to take the bus to train the bus. Man. It was tough.
How ironic that Kentucky, you get drafted by the Celtics and then become the head coach.
To have the opportunity to play for Coach Dan was great for me as far as me developing as a player, because now I was able to play in the same system that I was in college, and he let me play the type of game that I was capable of playing.
How has your relationship changed, your relationship from college now professionally?
He got me to the point that I am right now. You know, he's pushed me so hard, on the court to try to make me the best player possible that I only have the utmost respect for him.
From the day you him to this point now, it's like being a proud coach, because you see a young man grow up so much, care about the team so much, and we think when his defense catches up to his offense, he'll be one of the premier players in this league.
Antoine Walker fights his way to the hole and hits it. Tough guard.
When I look at the power forwards in all of the leagues, I mean, there's no one that's quite like him. A guy who can put the ball on the floor, handle the way he handles, pass the ball, and shoot the way he does. So, he's definitely a tough matchup night in and night out. I mean, I'm difficult to stop one-on-one, I think. I think you're going to have to pretty much double team me. If not, I'm going to be able to, I can face up and use my dribble to get where I want to get. And also, I can make the jump shot. So, I mean, that's something that I've constantly tried to work on throughout my career, trying to make that 15, 16-footer to kind of make it very difficult for anybody to stick me one-on-one.
He's a very versatile offensive player, no question about it. He can go inside, he can take you outside, and depending on the matchup, he'll take advantage of it.
The Celtics have had so many championships, and you're hoping to bring that team back to that caliber. What do you think it's going to take?
Yeah, we feel like this is going to be definitely the year that we get to the playoffs and build one championship. That we can keep everybody healthy throughout the whole season, and we just stay focused on defense. I think the sky's the limit how far we can go.
What's the next stop for Antoine Walker?
Hopefully for this team to go to the playoffs. I mean, I just want to continue to improve as an individual, as a player. And also make sure this team gets what it's right to deserve, the organization, the fans, and that's to be a consistent playoff team every year.
You want to head over to the arena?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. We'll walk the rest of the way. Oh, what you've done is train. Think we've ridden the train enough for one day?
Yep.
Antoine,
is this an ape or a monkey? It's a gorilla! Friday, Paul Pierce rings up a tray.
Shoot it, he does.
A leprechaun is back! Yeah, but that's not a leprechaun, that's a coyote, and this is Michael Finley.
Elliott, the fadeaway by Finley. Dallas wins! Big heart, baby!
Saturday, Ron Artest is an artiste on this one.
Artest into the lane, manufactures a shot and hit.
Now, that's a good look. And how about Mark Jackson, who looks to set himself up for two?
Jackson ducks it under. Oh, threw it to himself off the glass. How about that for a veteran move?
Sunday! First, it was time for the jugglers, and then the acrobats. Kobe Bryant to the hole. The Kings are on a run. Christie to Peja to Steelers.
Oh, my.
That's fast break basketball at its absolute. Monday, Kenyon crashes and goes net.
Following the shot, counted and a foul. Kenyon Martin on the side.
Tuesday, Latrell lets this one slide while Derek Anderson barrels in for a bucket.
Penetration, the foul. How did he get it up? Incredible.
Wednesday, once again, Latrell hits the hardwood again. Staying low for Nick Highlight.
Freewell gets it back. He shoots from the cedar with pass and scores.
While Stefan gets the roll.
Off the glass and it rolls in.
Wow. Thursday, Kobe nails a clutch three.
Yes! And the game is tied.
And Peja hits one of his own.
Stojakovic for three. Kings by three.
In the end, Peja can't get past Big Shot.
Rejected by O'Neal.
Finally, the Milwaukee Bucks.
And I play forward for the Boston Celtics. Well, I always grew up a Lakers fan, being out from Inglewood, California, and always rooted against the Celtics, but you know, it is ironic to see yourself young as playing for the Los Angeles Lakers, and when I got picked, it was like, you know, wow, I'm really a Celtic. I'm one of those players who, you know, can do a wide variety of things, from, you know, shooting the ball, dribbling, passing,
whatever coach needs from me. Those guys I play against, I'm either quicker than or a lot taller than. So, you know, I can get my shot off almost any time.
Pierce knocks down a pull-up. Big shot there.
My favorite time is just crunch time, you know, like 5 minutes to go in the game, and, you know, it's a close ball game, and then I come down and take the big shot.
Pierce, a deep three. We're tied at 101. It worked.
You have to be confident in this league. You know, it's going to be nights where you're not going to be shooting the ball as well, but you have to have that in order just to survive in the league. That's a tough one, man. I think we're making strides, but then, you know, when we seem to make strides, we take a step back, but we're still young, we're learning a lot, and we're going to take our bumps and bruises early. But I think as we continue to play and grow as a team, that, you know, we'll definitely be one of the teams to look out for in the league.
Can play.
It's good for me and my team, too. It's different for me this season comparing with the last 2 years, coming off the bench. This year I'm starting, I'm feeling much comfortable, and I just can sit back and relax and enjoy the game.
Is there an adjustment period at all for players coming over from Europe? We hear that the European game maybe is somewhat less physical than the NBA. Is that true, do you think? And could that maybe account for part of your increase this year? Is just getting more comfortable with being in the NBA?
I don't know if that's true. Probably this is the mark that all the European players had. When they came to an NBA, they said they're soft, they don't play any defense. But like you said, we have to adjust to a lot of other things, a different style of playing. Players here are better athletes. Of course, you play every night against the best players in the world, and this is a great challenge for each of us.
Do you feel that your play is getting more physical? I mean, you've set career highs in rebounds in the last 2 games alone, so it seems like you're kind of getting more involved physically. It is. I'm trying to do as much as things I can on the court to help my team win. You know, those 2 games, we played without Chris Webber, and I played some of the part of the game on power forward, so that was helping to get those rebounds. So. You talked about Chris. I'm a little interested. Just obviously there's a lot of talk about what might happen to him at the end of the season. It's been such a great ride so far this year in Sacramento. Are guys worried at all about what's going to happen with Webber? Are you trying to tell him, hey, stick around, that we've got a good future here? Chris has been great. You know, he's our leader, our best player. So we're trying to convince him to stay here, but this is his decision, and of course he's going to make the best of him. How do you think playing with Chris helps you? Helps me a lot. You know, Chris is one of the guys who scores a lot of double teams, and he's a great passer. He's a big guy with a mind of point guard, so he can find you like any time. Do you have a sense, particularly with him and with yourself and with Jason? I mean, this is a team that people love to watch, and it's so strange to think about it as someone who's followed the NBA for a long time. It's a team that was on national TV 14 times in 14 years. Now you've got 20 national TV appearances slated this year alone. Is there a sense among you guys that you're, I mean, someone called you America's team in an article that I was reading a couple weeks ago. Is there a sense that you're America's team? Well, we are trying to play good as much as we can, you know, and this is our almost 3rd year together, and everything's kind of mixed up. This is my 1st year as a starter, but we are getting better in all those areas. We had weaknesses the last 2 years, so I can see we need to have a bright future. You guys took the Lakers down to the wire, obviously, in the playoffs. Is there a sense of wanting to get back at all at the Lakers? It was kind of emotional last year when we lost from the Lakers, but you know the Lakers are champions and they're a very good team. So we played this game without Chris, without Jason all second half. So it was, at least we competed against them. We could have won, but we lost. Peja, what would you say about Scott Pollard's hair? How would you assess that? It looks good on him. You're very diplomatic. All right, Peja, thanks a lot for your time. Peja Stojakovic joining us. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Some guys play the piano, and some guys move the piano. This is about the piano movers, the ham and eggers, the supporting cast, Allen Iverson and his supporting cast.
Could somebody call you guys Allen's supporting cast, or would that cut the wrong way?
That's what I mean by, having a great group of guys who don't care about anything but winning. You can say that about it. They've been saying it for the past couple years. That does not bother us at all.
Iverson is still the Sixers' foundation, but the mortar between the bricks is crucial too. Theo Ratliff and Tyrone Hill take care of the inside. Eric Snow and Aaron McKee patrol the perimeter. George Lynch does whatever is necessary, so Iverson is allowed to be Iverson, and the whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts.
When you got a bunch of hard worker, blue-collar players like that, we can kind of adapt to any situation or to any team. So that what makes it easy to play with Allen.
Everybody on the team has basically been role players with other teams that they have been on, in which they have their superstars and, marquee players and, things of that nature. So it's never been a problem.
How different? Well, Iverson has even become comfortable acting as a decoy, giving the ball up at crucial moments.
During the playoffs against Indiana, I don't think he had that much confidence in the rest of us. He talked about it, but he felt that he had to make the big shot.
The nice thing for me is to see that he has confidence in his team. Now I think he's just learning how to play with other people. And he's getting just as much satisfaction out of seeing an Eric Snow make a big shot or an Aaron McKee as it would himself.
We all know we're Allen's supporting cast, but Allen knows that he wouldn't get, 30 shots if Eric or myself wouldn't sacrifice some of our shot attempts. In order for us to win, we have to play as a team.
Stephon Marbury, second leading scorer in the NBA, huge part of the Nets' solid start. Chaotic. Thanks for joining us. For David.
Second half, UConn on the fast break. It's Talik Brown one more time. Give and go, nice. He puts it in. Brown 9 points, 9 assists. He's consistent. Huskies by 15. Later in the second half, UConn up by 10. Johnny Selvey. Hello, Selvey. Selvey with 18 points and 9 boards. And
this is a terrific move. The interior defense, a little bit of a sweep, the reverse slam. Very talented, likes big shots.
Two of the top.
Calm down, man. That's my job. I'm supposed to get tossed. Let me do it. Just relax.
I'll take this one for the team. Kemp is gone in the second, but Rasheed Wallace sticks around, and that was bad news for the Wizards. Rasheed going to work. Now watch this from David Stoudemire.
Was it a good pass? No, but Rasheed makes it into a good pass.
Tremendous catch. And there's a couple of blocks there. That looked like they were playing Nerf ball in the office.
Baseball or something.
And the Blazers in transition winds up with a Pippen hoop. Now watch the sequence here in the third period. How about this? Rod Strickland with some good D. Working on Damon Stoudemire. And the block on that end. And Mitch Richmond there to clean it up. 5-point game at that point. Now Rasheed rejected by Jahidi White. Steve Smith calmly knocking down a three. Damon Stoudemire into the paint, and the drop will drop. And the Wizards.
You want to get another look at the Jefferson alley-oop. Part of the reason that Arizona's out to its largest lead of the game, 52-32. Here it comes.
Well, our crank crew, how high is that? Oh, the catch and gather. And I don't blame you. Watch how high, folks. This is, I would say, 12 feet. Now, this one is a little simple one for English, but I would
not quite the degree of difficulty.
They didn't have a block. Now, look at Gardner.
This would be a great angle.
This is just gorgeous to look at. Oh. He'd be out for months with a wrenched armpit, I think, just on the catch alone.
Might play on Thanksgiving night, though, on TNT. Tune in and find out. Jermaine O'Neal, three-point play. Pacers had their biggest lead in the third quarter of 11 points. He had 13 and 9. Back comes Houston. Hakeem Olajuwon turning back the clock.
Put him in a blended dream. Shake him up.
22-11 run for the Rockets. In fact, they took a lead going to the fourth, but Reggie Miller scored off the inbounds there. 3-point lead for Houston going to the fourth. And now, John Tabak keeping Indiana in that at home.
Former Rocket fan, you should have never let me go.
They're down 80-78 to Houston, and Steve Francis shook loose with Travis Best and finished. He had 20, and the Houston Rockets have their first road win of the season, 101-8.
How enthused were you to come in here this summer?
Well, I was very enthused about coming here. Unfortunately, Trace McGrady was gone. But the bottom line is when I would have been concerned if you told me that half man wasn't going to be there. When the opportunity presented itself to come here and play with a guy that has the skills that he has, that was a no-brainer.
Played with Patrick in New York, Reggie in Indiana. Guys who can put the ball in the basket. Here's a guy who can put the ball in the basket. What do you see from your end?
What I see is when you put a guy that's a great finisher with a guy that can deliver the ball, it just, like he said, it works like clockwork. Initially, it took some time, especially I can remember, and we can laugh about it now, we was playing in Cleveland, and I threw him a pass when I wasn't looking. He was on the post, and all you hear is, ugh. It hit him in the chest. But every trip down the floor, we're learning. He either can come down and say, hey, it's there, or I can say, hey, it's there. So it's the next trip automatically we make plays.
Aceto gets with a sloppy pass. Carter inside.
Woo! My goodness, he was shot out of a rocket.
That's one of the few times I actually I've seen my dunk on tape and actually rewound it 11 times. I watched 11 times just to make sure that was real.
He surprises me every night. You know, I mean, I'm sitting there on the bench sometimes and I see him start to make a move and I say, well, he's not going to get there. And he's there, you know. I mean, he made a move on the baseline one time and I don't know how he got through people. It came up on the other side and it was a controlled reverse layup. But I never thought he had a chance to even get there. I've never coached a player like him. You know, I've had some very good, talented players. Vince can do it all.
During the Olympics, a lot of people say he's more vocal, more volatile now. You think he's changed over the last year and a half?
Well, we had a meeting last year about mid-season, and that's one of the things Oak and Antonio and some of the other guys, Kevin Will, stepped up and said, Muggsy, Said they just wanted me to, if I'm going to be a player, I'm going to get all the hype, so to speak. I need to be vocal. And they said, we respect you because you go out there and play hard every night, but don't be afraid to put somebody else in their place because they're respected for that.
Did you talk to Tracy about his decision or try to talk to him? You talked to him after?
Early, it was coming to him from so many angles. I remember as soon as it happened, I just say, let him know that, hey, we want you here. Don't ever have a doubt that we don't. This is a business, and he has to do what's good for him. And what he feels comfortable with, and he wanted to be home, well, I'm happy for him.
Not only now they talking about you playing another 4 years, but they're talking about you coaching.
I did have an opportunity to be a player assistant coach with an opportunity to, after that, be an assistant coach and then step into a head coaching job. So that was on the table, but it just wasn't, this was a better situation for me.
Now, last year, y'all were like the young guns coming out. Everybody was talking you and Tracy McGrady and all. Now, y'all older veteran team. Is there a difference or is it a better situation?
Selfishly speaking, it's better for me because you have guys who've been to the playoffs, who've been in the NBA Finals, who understands what it takes. I've accomplished some things in a young age and early in my career, which has shocked me, believe it or not, but I'm trying to move to that next level, and that's making it to the finals. It's making it being successful in the playoffs, and that's what I want.
Talk about the big games that happen. Seattle and Dallas tonight. What a night for Hubert Davis, who went to Duke, right?
North Carolina. He and Tracy and Langdon must have warmed up together in different arenas.
Whatever that means. Davis with another
same stroke for both of them tonight.
He had 20 points in the third quarter tonight. Tied his career high with 32. Courtney Alexander on the drive, 94-90 Sonics after the Gary Payton had some words with Paul Westphal, apparently with the coaching staff.
Did not want to come out.
Exploded, yeah.
Did not want to come out of the game. Nelson came back into this game, Ernie, using 5 guards.
And Payton comes back in, and Seattle would eventually put this thing away. Follows his own miss for a 110-107 lead. Game tied at 110. Look at Payton. Off the glass for a couple more. And Seattle home to be extraordinary here tonight.
Well, when you look at a player, the pull-up J is something that you have to have. You've got to have coordination, the ability to elevate anymore, and just...
Well, and that was number 8 Illinois' coach Bill Self. Corey Bradford of Illinois, 67th straight game with a three-pointer, and Juan Dixon celebrates Bradford with a... maybe even baptized him a little bit there. We're tied at 8 early. Later in the first half, Illinois by 1. Lonnie Baxter throwing it down and the foul. Baxter missed the free throw. Terps by 2 at the break. Second half belonged to Marcus Griffin. Brian Cook misses, but there is Griffin to clean it up. More in the second half. More from Griffin. Gets a step on Baxter. Then rolls to the hoop. Illini by 9 in the second half. Griffin passed to Cook down low. Cook rejected by Terrence Mars, but there's Griffin having his back. Illini by 11, by 10 here when Frank Williams gets his own rebound. Misses again, and there's Griffin on the spot for the tip. He had 17 of his 19 in the second half to go with 8 boards.
Winner over UConn early first. Dayton up 1. Gene Edgerson and his throw down low finishes with the lay. Remember, the Wildcats lost a 93 and 97 Maui final later in the first. Luke Walton steps in front of the pass, feeds Jefferson for the lay-in. Game tied at 16. Next trip down for Dayton. Justin Wessel steps in front of the pass, works to give the go. Dayton, Dan Patrick's alma mater. Dayton, though, 13 first-half turnovers late in the half. Jason Gardner dribbles down the court, buries the 3. That kid, one of the best players in the country, and he is young. Early second half, Gardner with a sick alley-oop to Jefferson. We got to look at that one again. Jefferson skying, rocking the crib. That is some serious mad love. Dayton gets black at it. Dick Bennett and his badges. First half off the Isaiah Victor miss. Vincent Yarbrough. Oh, my goodness. Yarbrough, 9 points. He said, when you know you can win, you are in control. 1.4 seconds left in the first half. Freddie Owens, three-quarter shot. Oh. I see you, player. Wisconsin only shot 20 of 61. I don't know if he called bank, though.
Second half, Tony Harris. You better back down before you get smacked down. You better chill. Tennessee started the second half on a 13-2 run. Harris again, 3 again, Silk again, 22.6 assists. Tennessee wins it. 6.
And Darius Lane trading hoops in the second half. Solomon's jumper off the screen. Lane's three-pointer from the corner. Will Solomon a little bit country. Darius Lane a little bit rock and roll. Lane had 7 threes in this game. That's a career best. That one from way downtown. Late in the second half, Clemson down 2. Dustin Braddock to Adam Allen Spock for the dunk. We're tied at 74. We'd be tied at 76 in under 2 minutes to play. Braddock off glass. We're tied at 78. Andre Barrett hit a free throw with 5.2 seconds left to put Seton Hall up 1, but missed the second. So with 5 seconds to go, Solomon drives the length of the court, and Eddie Griffin blocks him. And Seton Hall escapes with the 1-point win. So the freshman Andre Barrett hit the game-winning free throw. Freshman Eddie Griffin blocked the final shot, and Seton Hall.
12 years, the Sonics may still be looking for back-to-back wins for the first time this season. But don't play a hate GP in Seattle, huh? Gary Payton scored 24 points for high 7th week.
It's like wearing knowledge on your head.
I had to get my throw done, man. Because you know it's
Owned by Michael Finley.
There's Gary Payton. Depleted the Nick lineup. First quarter, Tracy McGrady. T-Mac. Nice. Mac was just on and popping. He had 25 points. Magic up 12. Fourth quarter, Knicks down. 26 seconds left. Latrell Sprewell with the ball. Now watch Chris Childs calling for timeout. Sprewell hit the three-pointer. Ref called timeout. No basket for Spree. Following the timeout, Childs feeds Spree. Sprewell takes it from midcourt. Spree at last. Knicks down 1. 18 seconds left. Next Magic possession. McGrady pass to Darrell Armstrong. McGrady fails to get himself in bounds after the pass. Eric Strickland steals it. Childs comes up with it. Childs hits the layup. Knicks get their first lead of the game. 2.8 seconds left. Knicks up by 1. McGrady misses the jumper. Pat Garrity missed a wide-open putback. T-Mac's mom not loving it. Knicks celebrate the comeback win.
With Mr. Jefferson's outstanding performance, we're going to take a look at that, Doug, but your ball, what have you worked on? I mean, it looks like you've improved in other aspects of your game.
You know, this summer I worked really hard. You know, I went to a lot of camps and really focused on my ball handling. You know, and this, you know, if I was able to handle the ball, then, you know, it'd free up stuff for Jason Garner, it'd free up stuff for Gilbert Arenas, and so, you know, that's one aspect of my game. You know, everybody knows I'm a pretty good athlete, but I try to work on the more skill parts of my game.
Was that as high as you've seen Jason throw the ball, or is he throwing it higher?
Jason's throwing it higher. It's just, you know, it's just situations. You know, sometimes, you know, you got to be a little more acrobatic with it. Sometimes you just got to go up and get it. And, you know, I'm just glad my teammates have confidence in me to throw that pass, because that's a really tough pass to throw.
When you get Woods back, you think you'll have everything ready to go for the run?
Yeah, oh, definitely. You know, we proved last year that we could beat very good teams like this Dayton team, you know, without Lauren Woods. You know, they can beat great teams without me because I was out 17 games. But, you know, once we get Lauren, hopefully we can get, you know, everything clicking and really just try and have a good season.
Did you sneak a peek at Illinois? Do you know anything about them?
Oh, you know, I played in the McDonald's game with Frank Williams. I'm pretty familiar with a lot of their players. They're very, very talented, and it's going to be a battle tomorrow. And, you know, we figured that we were either going to meet Maryland or Illinois in the finals, and we play them again at the United Center in a couple of weeks. So, you know, this is just, you know, kind of going to foreshadow what's about to happen in 2 weeks.
Oh, you speak so well. Stay on the communications field. Just keep playing.
Chaminade number 13, Yukon, first half. Talik Brown to Edmund Saunders. Oh, this is going to be a scene. Saunders had 11 points, Huskies up 9. Second half, Yukon breaking again. Talik Brown. Yeah. Brown, 9 points, 9 assists. Huskies up 15. Late second, Yukon.
That's foreshadowing. Second half, Marshall down 1. Tamar Slay. 28 points. Marshall leads 64-62. 2 minutes left. Bearcats down 1 off the air ball. Donald Little one-handed save to Jamal Davis. The hoop and the foul, and the Bearcats go up 2. Bearcats by 1. 18 seconds left, and we watch Marshall Travis Young right there tie his shoe while Slay dribbles the ball off his foot. Young too late to save it. There's a commercial right there, an ad for Velcro.
Saul Smith, coach's son. Steals the pass and gives up to Jason Parker. Rich, who transferred from North Carolina. Just want to let you know. Kentucky up by 25 at the break. Second half, Keith Bogans comes up with the rebound, goes a length of the court. I don't know whose hair is better, Saul Smith's or his dad. Just an observation. Kentucky wins at 91-48. Purdue up 1 with the ball, shot clock running down. Carson Cunningham misses is the J. Central Michigan just 6-23 last year, 3-1 break. Todd Schrotenboer as the clock winds down money. Two of his trailing.
Taking on the Warriors this evening and early on Kobe Bryant. This is delicious, Malcolm.
It takes a lot of athleticism.
As you know, Kevin. More Kobe. The oops upside your head. Yeah, going to get it with one hand, a little bit high, but he's able to direct it into the basket. Good pass from Hinberty.
Lakers by 21, and you know, after you throw a couple of dunks and you're feeling funky, sometimes you get carried away, Mark.
Hey, what does Jackie Slater say? A lot of show, not enough boat. It blows the dunk.
Kobe misses the dunk. Still entertained him.
Showing it twice.
A high degree of difficulty. Just got to put that through the net, that's all.
It's funny when you're winning big. Fourth quarter, Isaiah Ryder. Hey, Isaiah, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. He gets tossed, but the Lakers win big.
We're up to Sacramento. The Bulls hanging out inside. We got some showtime for you here. First quarter, Jason Williams to Chris Webber. Washington A. Yep. Nothing you can do about that. Third quarter, the Kings pulling away. This time they're going to use Webber with a little alley-oop, Marcus.
Yeah, he's back. You know, he had a sprained ankle, missed a couple of basketball games, but looks like that ankle was healed up pretty nicely, Gene.
Yes, Kings take it big.
Point guard can do this.
Great athleticism, Allen. Excuse me, Stephon Marbury. I was going to say Allen Iverson. Stephon Marbury just 6'2", but he can get up.
He had 30 points and 9 assists later. Sean Marion.
The Matrix. This is another guy with a lot of athleticism. Just stretches out from the dotted.
Suns win.
Time for the result.
To play defense the way we're defending, it will not be the coach name.
Looking for the loud finish. Followed by the team. He's played sensational basketball.
Focused, looking to keep his team undefeated. Sixers down 4. He was focused early, was Iverson. But you know what? By the time the game was over, he had scored just 7 points, held to single digits for just the second time in his last 99 games. But there's a game to play. Hornets by 11 in the second. Eldon Campbell putting the move on Nazir Muhammad. Campbell, 22 points, 11 boards, 8 blocks. Hornets were up 20 in the third. Off the Kukoc miss, T.J. Brown get a hold of it and just sends it flying to Jamal Mashburn. Mashburn can't find it from there, but Baron Davis, the former UCLA star, with his first career triple-double, 12 points, 11 assists, 10 boards. The answer, at a loss. Sixers never led in this game. They're
hoping to get that gold star on his conduct chart. First quarter, Payton will spin move. He's up and in. He had 18. Sonics up 4 at the end of 1. Then it went south in a hurry. Second quarter, Spurs going off. Malik Rose making the steal, pushing it up to Derek Anderson. No relation. Nice dunk. Spurs up by 4. David Robinson, a little swattage. And A.J. ahead to Anderson again. Spurs up 18. Time running down. Derek Anderson, 4-3. Spurs outscore the Sonics 36-11 in the second period. Anderson had 18. And they go on to win it 112-80.
Milwaukee. Scottie Pippen finding Rasheed Wallace trailing, and he drains the 3. Wallace at 12 in the first, 18 for the game. Pippen 8 assists. Bucks battle back in the fourth, forcing a turnover. Glenn Robinson looking ahead to the rookie. Way for Alston. Alston doesn't miss from there. An 8-0 run cuts Portland's lead to 6. Blazers need a timeout. Wallace finding Bonzi Wells cutting. Wells has been lifting. He had 6 points. Blazers extend the lead to 8. Blazers too much down the stretch. There's too much talent there. Let's face it. Wallace kicking it out to Pippen. Loves the viewers. 10 points, 8 boards, and those 8 assists.
Suspended 1 game for roughing up the Mavs center Christian Laettner Monday night. Malone backhanded Laettner and also got his elbows a little high. $7,500 fine. No paycheck and no minutes Wednesday against the Nuggets. Roll 95. Highlights of the Nuggets and the Jazz minus the mailman. Late first quarter. Missed free throw. Jock Vaughn saving the loose ball. Goes up to visit his friends in press row. Quincy Lewis had 12 and the Jazz lead 28-25. Early in the second quarter, again, Vaughn giving effort. Effort is the key to success. Stays in bounds. Danielle Marshall. Jazz at 59-42 at the half. Marshall season high 17. Fourth quarter, Vaughn. That's a bounce pass to Deshaun Stevenson for the jam. Jazz win at 116-78. Vaughn, a career best. 15 assists. The rich, creamy Nuggets destroyed Jazz whipping up on people.
Okay, and there is the trophy, and it's shiny. Jason Gardner. Gardner had 5 threes in the first half, 18 of his 25 points coming in that first half. Arizona up 8, Illinois down by 3, under 10 seconds of the half. Demir Kupalya enjoying the journey, 13 points for him. Illinois trails by 1 at the break. Second half, Arizona was up 5. Luke Walton, nice playmaking to Gilbert Arenas, 9 points for Arenas. He missed the free throw. Arizona up 7. Frank Williams, boy, he was feeling it from long distance. Down the stretch, Illinois trails by 6. It's Williams again from 3. 8 of his 27 points came in the final minute of this game. The comeback continuing by Illinois. Gardner will get the inbounds. Williams comes out of nowhere from a block. Illinois comes back up the court. And then from Williams, Sean Harrington will take it from there. 15 points for Harrington. Illinois within 1. Under 25 seconds left. 77-74 now. Williams with the drive misses it, but he gets the putback. Illinois down 1 again. After 2 free throws by Arizona, Corey Bradford looking for the three-pointer to tie it. Luke Walton with a big block. Last chance for Illinois. Down 3, 1.2 seconds remaining. Gilbert Arenas with a block. Arizona recovers it and hangs on. And they get to shine their own trophy. And they have their victory. Yep.
Plays plaque at the Maui Invitational first half. Terrence Morris inside, an easy 17 points. Second half off the inbounds. Tony Stanley getting the pass, nailing the triple. Flyers up 65-55. Dayton up 68-64. Shot clock winding down. Stanley hits it. He was 5 of 7 from freedom, and Dayton wins at 77.
Texas, Shane Battier, early in the first half. Mike Dunleavy. Kid's talented, you know it, but it's good to see. The one-handed jam, 11 points for Mike. Duke led by 16 at the break. Still looks 12 years old. Carlos Boozer, one of his 11 boards, up to Dunleavy. Dunleavy probably knows he looks like 12 and doesn't like it. To Jason Williams, he had 20. A little while later, Duke up 55-31. Just coaching from there. Nate James with a board, up to Dunleavy. And then Dunleavy is not a hog, up to Boozer. Boozer had 14. Duke, big victory.
On the preseason NIT, Temple, Indiana, Bill Cosby, promising John Chaney, putting pops for the winner. Now, 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Ronald Blackshear decided, well, he's open, and that where will certainly bring the defense out. End of the first half. Lynn Greer over to Alex Westby for 3. He had 13. It was 45-30 Owls at the break. Second half, Hoosiers trying to rally as Hoosiers often do. David Hawkins rejected by Jarrett Jeffries. Going the other way, Andre Owens led the Hoosiers with 16 points. The lead's cut to 10, but back out to 14. Quincy Wadley. Oh, the runner, 14 points, and yes, putting pops for all as the Owls win at 69.
Still there. Kenny Thomas? No. Maurice Taylor? Celtics go the other way. And one of their on-court leaders is Antoine Walker. And Walker can't find it. No, again, he can't find it. But amongst all 5 Rockets, Walker will get the 3rd attempt to fall, and that is hustle. 13 points, 13 boards, and 8 assists for Walker. All Celtics in the 4th. Paul Pierce, so talented, loses control. But then what? Oh, throws it over his head and gets it to fall. Things are going right. Pierce with 16. Celtics with a victory.
Our concern is playing basketball. Our season is 11 games into the season. We don't need no extra motivation. We know what's in front of us. We lost the last 2 games. We got beat bad the last 2 games. We got a lot of pride. We professional athletes. We're gonna battle and fight, and our season is nowhere far from over.
I always believe in the locker room's a sanctuary, and you know, there's a lot of things. You know, you'll see a lot of fights in a lot of locker rooms. Fortunately, we never gotten to that point as a basketball team, but it's behind us. It's really not a big deal. It's the same story.
To a team Pitino used to coach a long time ago, the Knicks, facing the Hawks. Travis Knight shot blocked by Dikembe Mutombo, one of his 3 blocks. DeMar Johnson. You know, we're friendly here at SportsCenter. DeMar only scored 1 basket, and there it is. 17-point lead for Atlanta. They led by as many as 21. 21 seconds left. Knicks down 7. The big comeback by New York. Allen Houston, game high 21 points for him. Knicks within 4. 15 seconds left. Knicks trapping Matt Maloney. Maloney gets it to Jason Terry. Terry is going to get it to Allen Henderson. Henderson, 16 points, 10 boards. Finishes.
Nets undefeated on the road in Phoenix, where they haven't won in 7 years. First quarter, Nets up 9-3. Stephon Marbury, careless with the basketball. Sean Marion, career best 7 assists. Jason Kidd, the finish, he had 8. Still in the first, Nets lead it by 8. Loose ball, though. Kidd Guess he was inbounds to Daniel Santiago over Evan Eschmeyer. Nets up 6. The Suns, though, in the third, won a 25-3 run. They're up 16 when Kidd returns to favor to Marion. Oh, to be young and athletic. Suns win 97-85.
Time in their last 19 meetings, and Kobe can feel it. Kobe Bryant, 13 of 19 from the field. And look at him styling right here. Just having his way with the Warrior defenders. I know, what defenders. Minutes later, off the Warriors' turnover, Kobe again. 360 slam. He had 31 points, 4 boards, 7 assists for Thanksgiving. Lakers up 40-21. Mike, 10 birthday. Finally, Kobe has experienced a vertical horizon. Lakers set a season high with 70 points at the break. Robert Horry. Oh, yeah, the big guy. The monster man, Shaquille O'Neal. Average game, 15 points, 14 boards, 6. Hey, he's back. Remember he had that sprained ankle? Chris Webber. Jason Williams is back as well, feeding C-Webb on the post. And Webber, spinorama. 17 points in the first half. Kings by 2. Later in the first, Kings by 4. Doug Christie. Pretty behind-the-back stuff. Peja Stojakovic feeding Webber. 29 points in the game for C-Webb. Late in the first, Ron Artest steals it. Then he causes his own problems because Jason Williams steals it. Nice finish. Kings by 5. Jay Will, 11.7 assists. Williams back to work with his good buddy. Webber has someplace else to go. Chris Webber, 29 points, 13 boards.
Fourth quarter, T-Wolves down 5. Michael Bibby splits the defenders, goes up for the layup. Bibby pretty much went nuts in this game. 37, a career high, was 14 of 18 from the field. Would it be enough? Less than 30 in the fourth. T-Wolves by 2. Bibby. Kevin Edwards nails the 3. Bibby also had 7 assists. Grizzlies by 1. Now it's game's all square. 8 seconds left. Garnett misses. LaFonso Ellis is there for the tip and the ball game. T-Wolves.
They've been hitting on all the high notes in the city of brotherly love, as the Sixers have jumped out of the gate and over the competition with a 10-0 start. Here come the Sixers again. Iverson.
I'm just glad to be a part of it. You know, I think the guys on my squad deserve it. The coaching staff deserve it. The fans deserve it.
Philly is 10-0, their best start ever.
Everything clicking for the 76ers. Getting it done on the defensive end. Going down on the offensive end.
Hill. It's been a total team effort. Center Theo Ratliff has been a defensive force. Allen Iverson has matured as a talent and team leader. And everyone else has come to accept their roles and contribute. Forward George Lynch knows that he's primarily a defensive player. But he scored a season-high 23 against Cleveland to help bring the Sixers their 8th win of the streak.
Side for Lynch, gathers himself, works it against the 7-footer man, and the foul. George Lynch has it going on here in the first half. And then Lynch off the Weatherspoon miss. Iverson is leaking for the lead.
With his work in Cleveland complete, George looks ahead to Miami. There he ignited the Sixers to win number 9.
Lynch from Iverson, beautifully done.
And there's no end in sight to the Sixers streak as the impossible shot and opposing teams keep falling.
Lynch, it'll be a prayer.
Oh, my! George Lynch! Wow!
Voices shout, fists pumping, and hands clapping. As Kevin Garnett and the Timberwolves, with 4 straight wins, were jumping right back into the thick of things.
Blocked by Garnett. He's going to even it up himself. Here is Avery. Faking. Finding Garnett. Behind the head slam. Oh, he is so good. Hip slam is good by the big ticket. Rips it home. Kevin Garnett leads the Timberwolves to victory.
I can't do it by myself, and I'm not trying to. I got some great teammates that can definitely play the game of basketball, and you know, we're trying to make strides together, not just as individuals.
Everyone's in on the act. And Anthony Peeler's one of Garnett's supporting cast who's been stepping up big. Against San Antonio, Peeler scored 21 on the offensive end, played solid D, and provided a spark against the Spurs.
Peeler's going to steal in and get the slam dunk.
San Antonio didn't fall flat. They moved back beyond the three-point line. But the Wolves found an answer in the man who had started for the injured Terrell Brandon.
Yeah! Chauncey Billups, the rebuttal. What a tonight.
In the end, the key to the Timberwolves' success was the big ticket, Kevin Garnett, whose 32 points led his team to the 99-94 overtime victory.
They're starting to get to the point that, we're starting to being used to being in adversity, and we're just coming out night in, night out, playing our hearts off.
In March, Vince Carter is a study in concentration, as opposing teams and fans concentrate all their attention on it.
And you can't get enough of Air Canada.
This week in the Air Canada Center, Carter was challenged by an athletic and aggressive Milwaukee Bucks squad. And the high-flying Carter was grounded early, forced into taking some tough shots. But with some wise advice from a veteran, Vince was ready for takeoff.
It's Carter time.
Carter made the most of his time as he ripped through the Bucks defense, putting his full arsenal on display.
He just gave control Hunter and the Milwaukee Bucks official.
Carter is clever.
Oh my, what a beauty.
Vince also showed off his improved foul shooting that night, hitting on 17 of 18 attempts from the free throw line. But it was the points he earned from the field that lit up the night.
Vince Carter continuing to light up the Air Canada Center. He has 34 points.
Here's Vince on the glass, powerfully double quick. In the end, Vince Carter put up a league season-high 48 points as the Raptors held on for the win.
I don't believe it. Lamar Carter has got the mojo working tonight.
Checking out the NBA.com scoring leaders, time to dress up. It's standing room only. We promise you'll be swept off your feet.
Sorry to bring the ball out from the dice. Over the top of the backboard in 10 feet. Now that's what I've never seen that.
Altering a shot or fall flat on your face.
Intercepted by Free. That's a step on Payton, but he trips up in the open floor. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Was that an air ball? Yeah, what it was.
Don't blink now. Here's some action that's certain to put a smile on your face, like these lucky breaks.
Ridley launching for three, no good. Kept alive. Oh, my, that's living right.
No kidding. Derek Anderson, Antonio Daniels, better get rid of it. Penetration, the foul, and the basket. How did he get it up?
I don't believe what I just saw. The guy, Ryder, is throwing a lob past the shot underneath, and the ball went in the basket.
Yeah, but if you're a fan of high-flying action, check out some of these plays.
Dribble drive along the nice slam dunk with the right hand.
The other way, Barry Davis going to blow. Oh, he pressed it two hands. There's a statement made. Runway 8, you are here for takeoff. Dunk. Between the circles go to Elliott. Guarded by Zerbiak on the drive. The dunk by Sean Elliott.
Not in those plays just saves the day for the Rockets. At 9, San Antonio's Terry Porter goes underneath for the assist.
Terry Porter, the greater Daniel.
The Spurs are feeling it now. Coming in at number 8, Coutinho Mobley of the Rockets throws up a prayer.
Down to 3, down to 2. Mobley's got to put it up. He does on the run. What a shot! Coutinho Mobley on the run, falling to his left.
Flying in at 7, it's the Mavs' Dirk Nowitzki going strong to the hoop.
Gibson Nowitzki drives by Ewing to the glass for the tip. Wow, that was not only a fantastic play, that was also a demoralizing play for the Sonics. He dunked over 2 or 3 guys down there.
At 6, it's a Vancouver connection of Mike Bibby and Michael Dickerson. Alley-oop! Oh, beautiful!
Wow, Dickerson hit the floor hard. What a spectacular play there. And Bibby just threw it up and said, go get it.
At number 5, it's Philadelphia's acrobatic Allen Iverson with a reverse. What a move by Iverson!
Just reaches behind him and gets the spin off the glass.
Coming in at number 4, Toronto's Vince Carter defies gravity.
Carter with the wraparound for 48. Oh, my. What a beauty.
At number 3, a three for the net step on Marbury, making it look easy.
Mid-court, launching, it's there! It's good! At home! You cannot believe what we just saw! From mid-court, a jumper!
Coming in at number 2, Phoenix rookie Paul McPherson makes a circus play.
Yo, the McPherson, he got it! That was unbelievable! Hang time and shot.
Popovich. First half, Nuggets down 6. Race LaFrance, baseline. Shocker over Malik Rose. 6 points, 3 boards for LaFrance. Closing seconds of the half. Knew a little guy named Nicky. I guess you could say he was a point guard. Nick Van Exel, 5 of 6 from 3 land. Third quarter, Vashawn Leonard with the entry pass to Keon Clark. Heads up. Nuggets take the lead 66-64. Later in the third, Nuggets have 2. David Robinson. Nick had 27 points. Artist formerly known as Prince did not show up. That's all it'll make you grind. And 22 a game. First quarter, Warriors by 4. Chris Mills working the break to Jamison for the one-handed cold crush. Warriors up 6. Second quarter. They used to call him Asen, as in no J. See what happened. Jason Kidd only 4 of 14 from the floor. Suns shot only 33%. Warriors up 6. Sean Marion, I see you play. That kid has mad game. 19 points for Marion on 9 of 23 shooting. Suns within 4. Fourth quarter, nobody dishes like Jason. To Marion. Kid had 13 assists. Marion had a double-double. Suns have a win despite shooting that whacked out 33%. They take it 80-70. Offensively bad. Ruben Patterson blew the dunk. Clippers push it. Jeff McGinnis to Michael Olowokandi. Olowokandi, 10 points, 8 boards early. Clippers go up 6-2. Same quarter, shadow attacking. Brent Berry finds Gary Payton. Payton got a haircut. He had that big, huge throw that Vince Carter dunked over in that Nike commercial. Nice haircut.
In the play, first quarter, Pistons up by 12. Second points in the first quarter. Pistons up. Smith would enter the game in the first. No shots in the first, no points. But that would change in the second. Teaching the rookie Stromile Swift a little something there. He shows him a little drop. Then with a hand in his face, a little tough turnaround. Gets it to go. 6 points in the first half. Pistons up 20 at the half. Third quarter, Pistons by 13. Smith, he has range. 20 points for the night. Pistons in the lead at that point. Then Stackhouse on the next Piston possession. An elbow. Stack. The only problem for the Pistons in this one, he did get 4 stitches back. Me, I'm going at it with Rick Mahoney, who's now in Atlanta as an assistant. First quarter. Pookie can fly. Snow 14 points in the contest. Sixers by 7. Late in the first, Kelly Kukoc to up fake, puts 3 pucks in the air, and you usually get a basket then. Second quarter, Matt Maloney got the Hawks back in it. Thinking about this, Maloney, the pass to Mutombo. 3 is up, Emily. Again from the same spot. 3 for 5 from the landing 3. Sixers by 4 in the third. Iverson. Had too much. Iverson, 3 ball corner pocket. He shot 2. He made the one you saw. Iverson scored 2. On the run. Kobe looking. Bucks house as they hoop for more. Paul Silas in there. Bucks up 3. Allen finished at 21. Davis, the right pass. From the Monster Mash. How about that? Hornets up 62-43 at the half. Never looked back. Mash finished with 20 in the top. 4 straight losses. Blow streak since 94. Tried to change that. Lakers up 3 in the second. The block by Al Harrington. Rebound passes up Travis Best, who would like Mr. O'Neal to get a 14 points, 12 rebounds. Third quarter, Pacers up 9. Richmond missed, that is. Missed. Second quarter, Paul Pierce can do some things. Simply aware that the ball out long to we're all tied up. Tied at 91. Pierce, 3, delicious. Boston by 3. With a shot clock. Oh, first quarter.
Benton Center, Lauren Woods, first half, Gilbert Arenas. He had 14, Arizona up 4. Game tied now. Willie Dean banking in the laner, 2-16. Boilermakers lead by 2. Arizona got within 1, 12 seconds left. Lamont Frazier for the lead. Blocked by Brent Pusher. We're going the other way, and Dean converts on the other end. Purdue up 3 now. So this is the last chance for the Wildcats. Down 3. Arizona got the long inbound. Luke Walton. Luke's got a Sun. And a little dipsy to Nate James. He's made 10 of his first 11 shots. Still in the first and good touch. Kenny Gregory.
I should give him a number 3 on his back. The way he shoots the
Oh,
basketball.
that's your 3. Come on, baby. Season high 30 points for Ron.
Here's Wallace, and he plays at a different plane than everyone else. Wallace steps in front here.
Make it to his goal.
From March on, you know, there's so much that happened in that short period of time. Couldn't sleep, I was restless, things like that. And the rehab process was